Well, hello, good people, and Eagle fans, and Commander fans, and 49er fans, and Lion fans. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Holly, I screwed the pooch and forgot to put it in. I just put it in literally 1 minute ago because I'm an idiot. So try it again. Let me double check and make sure I posted it. Let's see. Let me double check. Did I post it? Because I realized, I was like, where's everybody at? Because usually, yeah, it's there. It's there now. Today's link, members only, 1 minute ago. And I was like, where's everybody at? Usually I got Momo in here, clapping cheeks and everything else and stuff. And I'm like, he's not here. He's not here whining about everything that is, oh, woe is me. Oh, I don't like training camp. They don't hit too much. And oh, woe is me. They hit too much and people got hurt. And oh, woe is me. We got Terry McLaurin not signed. And oh, the new stadium, they taking taxpayers' money. Oh, woe is me. It's like, Momo, do you like anything? He's literally like Mikey. So it's there now. Please feel free to join in. One thing that I'm going to try and do more of, which I haven't been doing, Joe, I'm at work. I'll be in the chat. Appreciate it. Is going through and reading comments. Okay. Hey, Karen, what's going on? How you doing, Karen? JD 1965. How are you doing? Hector, Lady Libra, Miss Tracy got your shirt and stuff done. We're going to be getting that in the mail soon. We got Holly Pierce will be the first one joining us here. Because I'm sitting here going through the chat and looking at it. The sad thing about reading the chat is actually I've probably been better off that I haven't been. Miss Gibson in the house. Because almost every comment in there, Momo, I just reposted it, buddy. I forgot to post it. Sorry. Mostly when I'm sitting here reading comments, they're telling me, first of all, somebody said, where's Mark's source for Micah was going to be signed, months ago? And the source was actually, what you have to understand this is one person reports something and then everybody else reports on it. Okay. You can't go through and say, I reported something and now it belongs to you and you only. Sorry, that's not how it's been working because Adam Schefter will come out and Adam Schefter's copying off of somebody else and then everybody's going by what Adam Schefter said and so on. So, there is no copyrights in things on here. Okay. And so Terrence Parsons, who was talking, I believe, with, I think it was Jay Tuck and things on Twitter, and they were saying that, oh, the deal is close, it's about to happen, this, that, and the other, and that the Cowboys are going to be wonderful people, and yada, yada, yada. And so you report and say, hey, per Terrence Parsons, they're going to get it. But then it becomes now, well, Mark Holmes said that the deal was close. It's like, I'm only giving you what others have said. And the reality is Adam Schefter is not at 32 training camps watching everything and coming up. Everything is basically spread around. I like to think of myself as a sports digester. I go through, I see the stuff, and I spit it out to you, kind of like a garbage disposal. And so now we have our crew up in here. Oh, my God, we got Walker Wade here. I'm scared right now. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm scared because Walker Wade's here. Let me get the chat up. First of all, we see the lovely Holly Pierce. How are you doing, Holly?
Hello. I'm doing pretty good.
Okay.
It's raining here, so if I black out, that's what happened. Lightning hit the thing.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it doesn't hit the thing. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah, well, sometimes we want things to get hit, but not by lightning. Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy because the first part of the week it was like mid 90s, and right now it's like 75 degrees. It's actually we got the doors open and the windows open, and it's like a cool breeze coming through. It's kind of crazy because this is August and it's kind of cool. Hey, D Moore, how are you doing today? Vinny Hogan, yes, I got your email. I need to know what kind of shirt that you're looking for. Game Time Brian in the chat, what's going on? We all know Mike is not going anywhere. I had a person who commented and said, Oh, well, it's too late. Mike has said he doesn't want to play for the Cowboys, so he can't change his mind. It's like, you've never been married before, then, have you? Because I've had quite a few times when Miss Tracy's been ready to literally kill me and read me the riot act, and everything was done, but yet we're still here together, so to speak. Would you agree with that, Holly?
Yes. Yes. Micah's not going anywhere. He's still under the 5th-year contract, and they can franchise him twice if they want to.
Now he can become a distraction and, and things like that, but he can't go anywhere without them letting him go someplace. And when you think about, I think about Amari Cooper. I felt like when they got rid of Amari Cooper, it wasn't about getting compensation as much as it was, we're going to send him to the worst place for him to go, Cleveland, right? I mean, that's kind of like going to Siberia if you're in Russia, okay. It wasn't about them it was just them going through and saying, we own your ass and we're going to do what we want to do and we're not going to make it easy for you. So for everybody who thinks that if the Cowboys were to entertain trading him, it doesn't mean they're going to trade him to where he wants to go. It would be, where can I get the most compensation from if that were the case? So we got Momo in the house. Hopefully, Momo, you're doing pretty good there, buddy. I know you're still hurting from losing your sister and things like that, and we've been sending prayers to you.
Yeah, the funeral was yesterday.
Oh, man.
Oh, love you,
So
Momo.
it's definitely really, really fresh.
Yeah, the funeral was yesterday. I'm home. I didn't want to stay.
Here in Cowboy Land, everybody is going crazy about the whole Micah Parson situation. I've got everybody in the world who I haven't seen in forever coming in and trolling me and everything else and laughing at me and the Cowboys and things. And we've got all the teams that are saying what kind of package that they would do for Micah Parsons. And the world's coming to an end. Jerry Jones is defiant and looking like a jackass. But in Washington land, you have the same situation with Terry McLaurin. And I haven't been paying attention to it. Is it pants on fire like that in Washington?
Can I explain something?
Yeah, please do.
And I just want to explain this real quick. And I want everybody to realize the difference in Cleveland when teams hold out. Jerry Jones, since he has owned the Dallas Cowboys, has made it abundantly clear he wants to be the center of attention in the NFL.
Of course.
Okay. So
Alan Davis.
Okay. So anytime there's a contract dispute or something going on, he's front and center. He's demanding attention from other stuff. So just because there's a lot of stuff going on around the league that's more important than this so-called drama in Dallas. But Jerry put it out there, so the media outlets love the clicks because they know that's going to sell. Advertisers people going to come there, and the ads going to go there. More looks on TV, and the more ads is out there or commercial breaks, the more money these stations make.
Amen. Now Karen Dugan sends out prayers to you. Super chat.
So therefore, it's what's that famous line in that movie? Show me no money.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is. So that's why. So all you Cowboy fans in the chat, it's not because they don't want to, because that's where the money's gonna lie in. If I got advertisers coming in and I click on there, just like your channel, Mark, if you had a big name every week coming on your channel, people be in the droves coming in here.
Yeah, and I don't think he's gonna. I mean, you could tell just the way he's talking. He did the same crap with Ezekiel Elliott, the Ziku thing.
Yep.
He's gonna sign him, man.
No, but here's the problem with Jerry.
He's just trying to do something to make, get a like you said, get the media on you, get the talking heads talking.
Stop calling them talking heads. Jerry created this. It's not the talking heads. It's Jerry.
Well, I call them the talking heads, like the Stephen A. Smiths and Skip Bayless.
I love Stephen A. Smith because
I can't
stand
him.
It's entertainment for me to listen to Jerry.
Okay.
I can't stand Stephen A.
Because guess what? Stephen A. Smith and Jerry go hang out together.
Now FYI here, hold on. I have to say that I get told that I'm a nobody and I don't do shit and I'm an idiot, by all the trolls and stuff. But I'm going to be honest. I was the one who caught Stephen A. Smith, because at the time, Stephen A. was always trashing the Cowboy fans, trashing Jerry and Stephen Jones. I caught them at the commissioner's party hugging up against each other and everything else. And I was like, y'all need to get a damn room, because they were all over each other. And I put that video out. And after that, he would start saying, oh, well, I got nothing but love for Jerry and all that. I said, yeah, because I broke that shit. But be that as it may.
And, for me, this is a win-win situation. Even if they trade Micah Parsons, because they're not going to settle for less than first-round picks. I mean, I want Parsons here, but if it comes down to that, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad at a couple first-round picks. Because I guarantee you, any team, including the Eagles, would say they'll give up 2 first-round picks for Micah Parsons.
Lord Cowboy, can I say something?
I guarantee
I would love to say something to all these dumb-ass Washington fans out here that believe that the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones is going to trade Micah Parsons for Terry McCullough. Please stop saying that.
Okay,
if they trade him, it'll be out of conference.
Terry
It'll be out of conference.
Hold on, but here's the thing, though. Hold on. Think about this, though, Loyal. That sounds good when you say first-round picks. But if
I know you're going to say like Tyler Guyton's.
No, well, not only that, but think about this, though. If you're trading to a good team like the Eagles, where did the Eagles pick their first pick?
They were that would never happen. Pick. They're going to trade out of conference. They're going to trade out of conference.
I mean, you can trade with the Browns and
You trade with Tennessee and you get their one tech and you get a couple first-round picks from them, and they'll have a high first-round draft pick. Those are the teams you trade with. Those are the teams you trade with.
Hey, how do you think Jimmy Johnson made the Cowboys? He traded Herschel Walker. I'm just saying. Without the Herschel Walker trade, we wouldn't be talking about 5 rings right now.
But now Jimmy Johnson screwed the Vikings because he cut the players and he got the picks. Technically, he got a bunch of players and then he put picks behind it if they didn't make the team, so he cut them all. He lied to Minnesota and fucked them in the ass, and that has never happened again.
Oh, damn.
That's never happened again. That has never happened again.
Can I tell you something? I just want to say this one thing about Herschel Walker. When Herschel Walker went to USF Football League, it wasn't that one team that paid for him all that money. It was the league paid for Herschel Walker to come to the USFL. People keep forgetting. They thought one team paid for him to go there. It was the whole league.
And that has to do what with the world. They were trying to get credibility.
Herschel Walker was this great running back. I thought he was inept. I thought he was average, but he was above. He was a great running back, but I didn't think he was worth. He wasn't worth all that.
I agree. I 100% agree that one player is not worth that much. I don't care what that player is. I'm sorry that kind of trade will never happen again. Even Khalil Mack's trade didn't end up working out for him.
The Robin Griffin trade was a horrible trade.
Man, look what
move up to a running quarterback. And
he's a little difficult. I mean, he's Deshaun Watson's agent, and Deshaun Watson, that contract screwed the Browns.
I mean, look what the Rams
guaranteed contract is terrible.
Look what the Rams did for Matt. Look what the Rams did to get Matthew Stafford. Mm-hmm. They basically made the Detroit Lions who they are today because of that trade. Can you imagine if we traded Parsons? And Parsons is a lot younger. And Matt Stafford was washed up then. He did get a Super Bowl, but, he wasn't the Matt Stafford in his prime. Just imagine if we traded
Parsons. The thing is, he didn't need – well, here's the thing, though. He didn't need to be because they had basically built a super team. You know? But they needed him. Jared Goff at that point was still kind of making a lot of mistakes. Jared Goff has actually gotten better since he left the Rams over the years than where he was before. I mean, let's be clear. Todd Gurley was really the offense when they went to that Super Bowl with Jared Goff. And once Gurley got hurt in the playoffs, they weren't the same team. But we're still dealing with the situation.
Maybe it's guaranteed money, Mark. Maybe it's guaranteed money. Maybe Jerry doesn't want to give a fully guaranteed contract at $45 million a year.
But see, here's what he said yesterday, and I don't think too many people got it. Because Jerry Jones kept saying, well, this is all part of negotiation. This isn't personal and stuff like that. Don't lose any sleep. He said, when you're about to guarantee almost $200 million. he said it exactly that way. When you're almost ready to guarantee $200 million, we're looking at T.J. Watt only got $108 million guaranteed.
Yeah.
I think 89 for Myles Garrett. If you're talking about somewhere close to 200, you're going to blow everybody
200
else
million
away.
mark, and he over here talking like the agent was like, no, that ain't enough. $200 million guaranteed, and if the agent turned that down, I'm just saying that.
Man, it got to be some wording in the contract. Remember that contract that what was his name?
How about a no trade clause? How about another no trade clause? What if he wants that?
Yeah. Or if you get injured, we get all our money back. For the season.
Remember the contract that the quarterback for the Cardinals, they had a contract in them that he had to study film because he didn't study.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray.
And limit his time on PlayStation.
If I'm an agent, I'm not going to allow you to sign no dumbass contract like that.
You know what? I tell you what. That should actually. Let's be clear. If you're going to give me a contract where I'm making 40 or 50 million a year, I don't have a problem with you saying that I need to actually study. I'm going to be honest with you.
Why you put that in the contract? That should be automatic.
It should be automatic, and it shouldn't be a problem to say, "Oh, you mean something I'm already doing?" Evidently, there was a problem there. That's like Jamarcus Russell, where they literally sent him home with a videotape with plays on it, and he goes home. When he comes back on Monday, they say, "Well, what'd you think of the tape?" "Oh man, I loved it, man. Which plays do you like?" "I loved them all." It's like it was a blank tape, you freaking idiot. You didn't even look at the damn thing. So if I'm going to pay you that kind of money, yes, I want to make sure you are actually looking at the damn book.
But here's the problem, Mark. When you put those in the contract, they could come back and say that you didn't do what the contract said.
Yeah.
They could come back and say
you know
that.
What?
And so if they want to get rid of you, I'm just saying,
okay.
Mark.
Well, that's the thing is it's an owner league. It's not a players league.
They can get rid of you whether they want to or not. Right now they're trying to get it. Yes, ma'am. Holly.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
Oh, it's not at all.
No, it's just I think it's interesting because, the one that is doing the contracts is Steven. And guess who we haven't heard from hardly at all?
Steven.
Jerry's taken the wingman, frontman, taking all of the
shots.
For it, while Steven is quiet. You've seen him on his phone and everything, and we've heard Micah's side
Leo
of it.
Just smiling. He just soaked it in.
Oh, I know. He's got that shit-eating grin going.
Leo soaked it in.
I don't even want the media like that. That's all Jerry. Jerry wants that media.
That's all Jerry.
Yeah.
And
he's loving it.
Enjoying it, and they know Micah can't go
Leo, it's like,
right now.
Where's your popcorn at, Leo? Where's your popcorn at?
But see, but here's the thing, though. I still believe that Micah's in on this thing. Think about it, though. Micah is about the podcast, his future after football, and everything else. If they team up here to make this thing look like WWE, that we hate each other and stuff, you see how big this thing is? Was anybody talking about anything Hall of Fame? Anybody talking about Terry McLaurin in that situation? Everything is Micah and Jerry frickin' Jones. They own the media right now. And that's what Jerry Jones loves. It's not about winning football because we got 32 days before we got to take on the Eagles, and I would like to have Micah Parsons 100% ready to go and not worrying about soft tissue.
Hey, he might get that soft tissue.
That's what I'm saying.
On the field.
Well, CD did bring out a good point with Micah. Like with CD, he really needed to be there because he had to multi-focus with other people coming at him, but Micah really only has to focus on one person.
Yeah.
I'm better with Micah not having to practice because of that than someone like CD having to do the same thing that Micah's doing, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say.
But you can't here's my problem, and I've been saying about training camp and all this OTAs. You cannot go 0 to 100. You cannot go 0 to 100. I'm just saying.
Leo is wanting to unmute himself so bad. Hi, Leo.
My personal opinion about the Micah Parsons deal, a deal's going to get done. They're just playing stupid freaking games. It's like, get it over with so we can focus on football.
Well, you know what? I think they took – there was so much goodwill and excitement by the fans, after – let's be clear. Nobody was really excited about getting Brian Schottenheimer. And then you started coming around and we got George Pickens, you got Osa and Digizua signed and things. You were beginning to start believing that maybe things were different. And then Jerry Jones comes back around and bitch slaps us all and lets you know I'm a freaking idiot. And
this should be proof, Mark. Nothing is going to change with the Jones family at the helm. This should be proof right here. It should be proof. We think things are going good, and then we get a shit sandwich.
Then how can we ever blame the players?
More or less, you're right on that, Wade.
Wade, how can we ever blame the players? If this is the kind of shit.
I don't blame the players.
Oh, come on.
Me and you both. I don't blame the players. I'm saying I do no.
When they don't win the Super Bowl.
The front office has been a circus. I feel, damn, that 95 team had to win a Super Bowl in spite of Jerry and the team. I mean, damn.
Yeah.
We got to win a Super Bowl in spite of Jerry.
Right now, the ringmaster is in the middle of the ring, and he's got control of the media right now from every angle. He hasn't spoke in 2 months, and then all of a sudden, the last 10 days, the ringmaster's at it again because he wants all the attention on the Cowboys. That's his problem. I think they've got a deal in place. I think that they know about what the money is going to be. Let's not kid ourselves here. They know what the money is going to be. This is all just attention for Jerry Jones.
Welcome, Monique. How are you doing today? Miss Gibson in the house. Shout out to you. Lady Libra's in the house. And Allie, what's going on?
I'm looking forward to our first preseason game on Saturday.
Okay.
I'm not upset because I've seen this circus every year. I just don't. I'm used to it.
Yeah, we've been seeing it for 30 years every single time.
Oh yeah, it's just what else is new? It's drama as usual.
All right, let me ask a crazy question here because we know the bottom line with the Joneses is always the bottom line. So the Cowboys right now have him at $24 million for this year. They could tag him next year, which would be $28 million. And then they could tag him again the following year. The projections for that will be $34 million. You could literally look and say for 3 years you've got him for less than $80 million.
Hey, I was telling Game Time I think they could do that because they did that to DeMarcus Lawrence. They franchise tagged him.
Yeah.
They franchise tag Dak too, so don't put it past them to franchise tag Parsons.
You talk about somebody who would be pissed. I mean, and they tagged Dak. Shit. Dak after being paid $680,000 his first 3 years and $2 million the fourth year. And then we're going to
for everyone that thinks a contract going to get done, remember, they'll use a franchise tag. They could use it. It wouldn't surprise me. Of course, he'd be pissed. But what's he going to do?
There's nothing. Unfortunately, there's absolutely positively nothing he can do on that. They hold the cards.
They would save money, Mark. They would save money by doing that, but that's not what's going to happen. We all know he's going to get signed. Mark, you know how listen, I'm not. Me and Mark troll each other, or we had in the past. It hadn't been a while. But we troll each other over Stephen Jones for content because Dallas is a ever giving. They always give us something, right, Mark? Mm-hmm. They always give us something to talk about. We've trolled each other ad nauseum. I know a couple summers ago we were going back and forth about Catboy, but. The deal is going to get done, but I ultimately think, Mark, both sides need to take a little bit of. Me and you have been hard on the Joneses, we have, right? We have been very hard on Jerry and Steven. In this particular case, I think it's a little bit of 50-50. I don't believe that we can. If you saw my video, I doubt you saw it, but I mean, if people watched the video earlier, I broke down what's going on and exactly why I believe Micah needs to really look at himself at this point. He does not hold the cards. Stop trying to compare Micah with Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott had the stones to bet on himself, play on the 5th-year option, play on the franchise tag. Then he was able to get everything. Am I wrong, Mark?
Yeah. Oh, except for the 5th-year option. It was actually paid. He didn't get the 5th-year option. It was the first.
Oh, yeah, right. He didn't have the 5th-year option because it was a 4th-round pick. But
Yeah.
he played on his final year.
Yep.
What I meant.
Right. And then played on the franchise tag. So really,
Then played on the franchise
tag. It was 2 years in a row that he risked everything.
We're looking at a 3-year period before Micah can go. Now, we all know that they could easily afford. Why? Because they're going to get either Bland or Tyler Smith or both of them. If there's anything that good that comes from this,
I'm not sure they're going to do Bland. I mean, they're talking to Bland and all that, but I could see him doing like what's his name that went to Miami.
You know how they work, Mark. They will get other deals done and say, look. Now you can't. Everybody that's throwing Jake Ferguson in my face, just please stop and zip it, because Jake Ferguson is on a whole other level. If you look at the breakdown of that contract, he's not making that much money.
He really isn't, and there's an out basically after 2 years on it.
Right. So stop trying to compare Micah with Dak. Dak bet on himself. Dak played on the franchise tag. Micah is 2 years at least away from where Dak was. So that's where Jerry's coming from. Now, I'm hearing $200 million, that there's a $200 million guaranteed towards Dak Prescott. Mark, do you know what happened to T. Higgins, who just got a deal? Are you aware of what happened?
What happened with T. Higgins?
He just fired the guy who got him the deal. And that is the same David Mulligetta.
Okay.
He said, we are no longer going to be involved with each other. Why? Because David Mulligetta is the type of agent. He's not like Todd France. Todd France went to Dak Prescott and said, Dak, what do you think you're worth? I think I'm worth this. We don't know what he said. Obviously, we know what he said by what the deal that Dak got with a no trade clause.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be long-winded, but it's T. Higgins, who just got a deal, who held out, just fired David Mulligetta. David Mulligetta is a sniper, and he's more than welcome to do it, but it takes two to tangle. And I am very hard on the organization, but before you're hard and you just want to blame everything on Jerry, Micah is going to make a lot of money. It's going to set a record with guarantees. That's all it's about. I had Terrence Parsons on. We're like, we heard Brian Broaddus saying, well, I think it's about years. I asked his brother, and I know Mark said was his brother's been wrong before, and he owes $100 to Lord Brunson, they are very close, outside of the Twitter sphere, just to let everybody know. It's all bullshit. But, he even said, no, it's not about years. It's about guaranteed money, Mark. That's what it's about.
So I don't blame him. I
don't either, but he's not free. He's not where Dak was. And I'm just saying, isn't it interesting that T. Higgins just fired David Mulligetta, the guy who got him the deal?
Back in December, yes.
I'm just...
Mulligetta, I think, really gave Micah some bad advice about waiting. You'll probably get more money. He should have went ahead and did. Micah didn't care at the time that he would be the highest paid person, despite Leo shaking his head over there. But I think he really gave him some bad advice.
But here's the thing, though. Regardless of whether it was a good deal, bad deal, or whatever, you still cannot circumvent the agent. And then to turn around and try and throw Des Bryant and
I'm going to throw something at you, though. I'm going to come back at you.
Go ahead.
Right? He was the agent, right? He was the agent in the Cotton Bowl, right? He was the agent at the Cotton Bowl. Where Dallas, it was held at AT&T Stadium. Him and Jerry met. Okay. They already talked. He met a second time without his agent at the Super Bowl with Jerry Jones. Not once. Now we're talking 2 meetings. What kind of agent? Okay. You can't come in this late in the game. You should have said, well, hey, why don't we have my agent meet with this?
But to counter that, though, he says that when they were meeting, he was talking about, Jerry's talking about leadership, this, that, and the other, and he's going to throw in the thing. We know Jerry Jones always wants to get the player in a room, locked down, and we're going to get this thing hammered out without the agent. He's literally said that, which is contrary to the rules. the way the rules read,
I understand that. It's
you still need to include the
understand.
agent. And Micah told him flat out, okay, call my agent.
But again,
Hammer it out.
you don't meet with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones isn't just your your everyday guy.
Yeah,
you don't meet with Jerry.
I'm
His
gonna
time
have
is
to
valuable.
disagree with you. That's
Well,
like
then
going.
good.
That's like going down to the police station. Okay, hey, we got some questions for you. We want to talk to you about.
Mike is
Right?
playing with the big boys, and he doesn't
Well,
realize.
but
he
you don't
needs
go
have
to the
his
police
agent with
station
him.
without your attorney.
Why are you talking numbers then, Mark? Why is he talking numbers with Jerry?
Who said he's talking numbers? Well,
What are you talking about?
Were you there? Were you there?
I wasn't there. But
Okay,
based
well,
on
we
his
don't know
brother
what they
told
talked
me-
about. If
See, again,
if
you're
I
just
came
hammering
through-
the organization. I'm not. You got to take.
Okay, but here's the
have
bottom
to-
line. The bottom line is Micah didn't say, "Okay, I'm going to sign."
He doesn't
this
own the
deal."
leverage. That's the issue.
He does. Of course, he doesn't. That's the bottom line.
Okay, so-
but here's the reality, though. Jerry can say, "Hey, you know what? We're going to make you the highest paid here. We're going to sign this contract here and this thing." What he's going to say? "Oh, no, don't talk to me about it." It's like, okay, well, that sounds interesting. Call my agent. Okay, but I'm not going to go to the police, and the police are going to say, "Hey, we're looking out for you. So let's talk about this situation here, and we're going to figure out the best deal and to make sure that you get out of this situation." And the next thing you know, you're going down river for the next 50 years because they've then screwed you with that conversation.
Right.
Now, Jerry Jones can go through and say all he wants. "Hey, Micah, let's go ahead and work this thing out right now here," and blindside him and say, "Oh, I mean, what's he going to do?" Say,
You don't know that either, though. You're doing. just as much
I'm playing
assuming
devil
as
advocate
I
here.
am.
We're
Well, you
pla-
can play devil's advocate. That's a show. We
Okay,
need to
well,
do
that's a show, but I wasn't
right
there.
now, you don't know any more
Okay,
than I do.
Again, I wasn't there. You weren't there. The person who was supposed to be there, if they were actually negotiating contract by NFLPA, NFL rules, should have been the agent. So Jerry Jones trying to
bingo.
get a deal and thinking that he got a deal with Micah Parsons,
asked for it.
bypassed
Micah
him.
went there willingly. Micah knew what he was doing. Let's not remove Micah for any responsibility. He knew exactly what he's doing. Jerry guaranteed. When you find out the number, it's going to be it's a lot of money.
Okay.
I'm not saying there's not wiggle room. Obviously, now you bring in. This could be done in an hour.
Yes, it could be.
That's
With the agent being there.
Again, he's an agent who wanted Deshaun Watson to get a fully guaranteed deal.
And
This
he did the
agent-
best for his player. His player
and
got
that's
that.
all well and good, but if I'm Jerry Jones, who I have control of you for potentially 3 years, I'm not paying a
that's
fully
his choice.
guaranteed contract.
And that's his choice if that's what he's choosing
And
to do.
Micah
and it's
hasn't
Micah's
even-
choice to say, "Screw this! I'm not going to
He
take."
can say screw this,
less
but he
this."
don't want to lose $50,000 a day, let alone $1.6 million a game. Micah should have held out. I told Terrence this, and I'll tell you this: Micah should be nowhere around Oxnard right now.
Well, him
he's
being there is
given up
not- he might as well
all
be.
of his leverage because he's showing you that he don't want to lose $50,000 a day. Am I wrong? You don't want to.
Yeah, but you see, everybody is reported right
And
now.
and this whole game where I got to hurt back, he can get in serious trouble once the regular season starts. That shit won't play.
But everybody
not gonna
does that. Okay, well, I see what side
wait
side of
and
the
see.
fence you're on. Management side, because the management, of course,
This time I am. Yes, He
the
doesn't hold
management because
cards.
the management
Yeah, I
side
don't know.
always
Yeah, he
looks
could be
out for
asking
the
a fully
players and everything
guaranteed
else.
contract
Yeah,
with a no
and we're
trade
not
clause.
doing that for
Maybe
a
they
guy.
don't want to pay
Yeah.
two players that.
Yep.
And
I
that's
agree with
fine.
you.
Maybe they don't want to give two players on their team a fully guaranteed contract and a no trade clause.
Mm-mm.
Well, that may be true. Then go ahead and trade him.
Well, no,
Get
you
what
don't
you
have to
can
trade
get.
him. That's
You
the
don't have to
beautiful
trade
of
him,
the thing.
franchise tag him. He'd be on your team for the next 3 seasons.
Yeah,
We have Micah
that's what I'm
Parsons for
saying.
3 seasons.
David Mulligata needs to get involved, and they need to work this out now. And
Ideally,
Micah needs to
that's
take a
the
breath.
bottom line. Because I tell you what, the last thing you want to do with the player is go through and him know that you got control of me for the next 3 years. Try that with an employee and see how hard they work for you. They ain't going to do but the very bare minimum. Just not. And it's not a way. It's not a way to set an example for everybody else. If you'll screw your best player, a guy who's done generational things, you will screw him over for no good reason. You'll do that to anybody. I
How
see
is
you
he
laughing
screwing
over there,
him over?
Leo.
How's he screwing him over, Mark? I don't understand. You don't know what Jerry offered him. I mean, how do you know he's screwing him over?
Well, you don't know what he offered him either.
Well, if it was $200 million, that's a lot of guaranteed money.
Exactly.
That's a lot of guaranteed money.
Now, but do we know that all of that was guaranteed?
No, we don't have.
There's many times that we hear that the Cowboys made an offer. I mean, they could go ahead and say we're going to give you a $200 million contract, but do we really know the 200 of it was guaranteed?
But
that all of it was
you could tell Jerry may be worried about contracts.
Go ahead, everybody. We want everybody's opinion.
He did kind of talk about Diggs, like, hey, maybe we did screw up on that contract and steal. Jerry and them are maybe looking at some contracts like there's some regrets on some things.
Randy, what's your opinion?
Maybe.
I think honestly that Jerry's got us exactly where he wants us.
Yep.
Everybody is talking about all of this. Everybody. This is, you turn to ESPN, it's everywhere.
Yep.
And the bottom line is whatever TJ Watt got, give him a few $1 million more, you'll get it solved right away. He can do it right now if he wants to. He's just enjoying all the talk about the Cowboys and this bullshit when we really need to be focusing in on the Philadelphia Eagles is what we really need to be doing. Because I feel bad for the players on the team.
They don't do that. They don't.
Yeah, but that's where we don't. That's why we don't win championships. But it hurts us,
Randy. They wait until the eve of the season, and Dak Prescott, all due respect to Dak, played like crap up until his injury. They were not on the same page. It was bad. Everybody wants to make excuses. He was not playing good, and it was probably because
you didn't have CeeDee Lamb there, and you had Brandon Cooks hurt, and you didn't have a fucking running game, and you had two offensive linemen.
You got to be able to hold him accountable. Now, to his credit, he was there. But he was not playing well at the time of his injury. It was bad. So my only thing is,
let me ask you this then.
Yes.
If we're talking about how well would Matthew Stafford play if he had the worst separation in football?
Not well.
And average and their running game averaged 62 yards a game.
I agree with you.
And their offensive line had a guy who literally looked like he was bullfighting Olay at left tackle. So I don't know how you play great and look great. I don't know how you look great. I really don't. If nobody else is.
Mark, you will remember this, and so will you, Brian. When Emmitt Smith was not signed the first two games of the year, Charles Haley went in the locker room after the second game and put his helmet through the wall.
I remember that.
And Jerry Jones signed him that week. Some of the players have got to go to Jerry and say, we need to get this behind us.
I'm not here to have Jerry's back. He's just as at fault, but I'm just saying.
I agree with you, Brian. I think it's half and half. In this particular
situation, Micah does not hold the card, so he needs to, listen, if I find out, Mark, that it's less than TJ Watt, I'm going to be in Jerry's, I'm going to be relentless. And Catboy, who I've been nothing but negative towards Catboy, for the recent history. But from what it seems, and only from what it seems, Dallas isn't, going to give him less than what they're going to do it. What I'm hearing, and I don't know, are you hearing this, Mark, is that he's looking a year ahead. David Mulligetta, from when I gather, and kind of what Terrence Parsons said, that it's not about the years, it's all about the guaranteed money.
Yes.
They are trying to go way over the J.J. Watt deal because it's going to be a tack-on type of contract. It's going to be a 4 or 5 year deal.
But just think about. But here's the thing. Just think about where we were last year. Right? You see how the numbers literally explode, and you have a situation like Zach Martin, who, when he signed he was the second highest paid guard in football.
And it's hurting him right now. It was a mistake.
Well, it is. But then 2 years later, the market has grown so much that he's like the 11th highest paid.
Right.
And that's where the players. So whether you pay him early or late, it's going to blow up. We went from 35 to now 42 in the last 6 months.
And this is where I blame. I don't want to take everybody's time. So if anybody wants to talk, just cut in here. But this is where I was kind of saying, Mark, I blame the organization. And this is where I wish, and Leo, he's here, he can speak to this. This is where I gave the credit to Howie Roseman. I wish my team would look maybe a little bit further out, like have a whiteboard, and say what players do we do not want ever to leave this building, and let's address these contracts not 6 months early, a year and a half early. Address it, give him a lot of money. But you need to be smart enough to know who's going to be coming up, the TJ Watts, the Hendricksons, and all that, and know that you're going to be in line, but pay him a huge amount. Micah would have signed a year and a half ago. And that's where I blame Jerry, because Micah did reach out to him, and that's why I said it is a two-way street.
Well, herein lies the problem, because everything in here is a gamble. There's no guarantee that any player that you sign does not go through and break his freaking neck and never plays again. I mean, we ended up trading for Joey Galloway, and he tore up his knee in training camp and never busted a great for us. There's always a risk in there.
I remember that one.
Yeah. But you have to look at this from the situation of 2 years ago, after his third year, the guy had been a Pro Bowler, had over 30 sacks and stuff like that. And you look at it and say, his cap number is only $4 million this year. We've got the next year, where it's going to be the fifth-year option. If we sign him today at this contract, we're not paying for that money, even though it's inflated from where it is now, until next year. Because this is where Jake Ferguson's number did not change. He's still a $3.9 million cap hit this year, even though they're paying him $13 million. His next year number is only $9 million. It doesn't get to be 13 until the third year from now. So this is where the Cowboys wait until the last minute. And they've got no place that they can hide.
Yeah, I'm not taking him off the hook. I just feel like Micah needs, again.
Well, I think the biggest thing is when Micah come out and said, I don't have to be the highest paid player. You set yourself up when you say something like that, and you put it out in the media. All this stuff could have been easily done behind closed doors and got it done, but it's just gotten out of hand, really.
I agree, and not to mention the comments Jerry Jones made in his press conference about the whole ordeal. I'm thinking, really? What the hell, Jerry?
And you talk about how bad his back is. Come on, he's the star of your defense. Come on, don't do that.
And I hear what you guys are saying. And Jerry, he even said it himself, Mark. Jerry doesn't do these contracts. He only gets involved when it's these type of guys. And I can assure you, he's not the one breaking down and managing the cap and pushing it into years. He has nothing to do with that. You know what his job is? To haggle over what the bottom line is that him and Steven have already agreed to. That's it. Again, it's all Steven Jones.
Basically, Jerry Jones is when you go buy a car, you talk to the salesman, and then he brings in the general manager and comes in and says, hey, how you doing? Welcome to, Jerry's Ford and everything else. And, glad you're buying a car and everything else. We're going to get you carried away. That's Jerry Jones's role. But shout out to Momo for the super chat. Yesterday was my sister's funeral. I am at peace with her passing. Thank you, everyone, for all your prayers. You are very, very welcome, Momo. I wish we didn't have to give you the prayers and stuff for them, but I am more than happy that we are able to do that for you, and I'm glad that you're at peace. It'll get done. I don't really believe that they'll make a play on the fifth-year option. I could be wrong, but they'll get this thing done. I think more than anything else, I still, in the back of my mind, feel like this is WWE, and Micah is in on this whole situation.
I'm gonna be honest. I think they're gonna let it ride. They're gonna franchise tag him.
They don't have to franchise him tag him this year.
That'd be
no. I think they're gonna let it ride this whole year, and then they're gonna franchise him next offseason.
No, they'll sign him.
Real quick, that's why I don't want him in camp. He should be home and taking the $50K because he's going to make generational money, guys.
Don't put it past Jerry and them to not franchise him. I'm telling y'all.
Well, it'd be too much distraction to the team and the locker room.
And we know 100% they do not give a crap.
They don't.
We come on now.
They don't.
I mean, they don't give a shit how much distraction there is for their team. They've done this since the early 90s. I don't know why everyone thinks that we're going to get the deal done. No. Jerry and Steven could say, no. We're going to
divide the locker room
for 2 years.
which is what they're trying to do. That's why they brought in a fresh new head coach.
They've done that for decades.
You know, so if they want them to change the culture, then they need to stop this BS right here.
Can I say something?
You don't think it divided the locker room in the 90s when Jimmy got rid of Jimmy and brought in Barry when he could have elevated another coach that Jimmy brought in from college?
Absolutely it did, but I think
so if he can do that, was the one, he will do the same thing today.
Aikman was the one that told the players, look, guys, I used to play for this guy and he's all right. Aikman did that. Aikman's the one that stepped up and told the players.
Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
I go back in culture and it's like that. The culture is not the coach. When you have an owner who's overbearing. Culture, if you got an overbearing owner who does what he does, you can't bring in coaches to say this could be a new year. And if he's go back, and I warn everybody, just wait. Jerry's going to do what he does.
What was the case with Jimmy Johnson then? Jimmy Johnson had control of that locker room, and Jerry Jones was there.
Yeah. But in the end of the day, we ready for some football, some real football in September, not this preseason crap we watched on Hall
I'm ready for now. I want to see what we got.
Yeah, I'm ready for some real football, not this BS that Hall of Fame game I watched. I watched 30.
Ramalama Sports.
I watched 30 seconds of it and I was appalled.
I didn't even watch it, but I was sleeping. I'm
gonna lie, Trey Lance looked good. I mean, it was a third string. Trey Lance looked pretty good.
Yeah, Ramalama Sports. Long time no see. He's back.
Y'all gonna trade him for Dak?
Let him get to the super chat. Let him get to the super chat. Come on, brother.
Ramalama, long time no see, but I know since we're practicing against you this week, welcome back. Appreciate it. But I don't know about the Rams
like 5 years
since
Super Bowl's been on here.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm like everybody else. I'm tired of dealing with Jerry and Stephen Jones. And this is what reminded me yesterday. When I was watching Micah kind of strolling around, he's by himself and everything else, it was a flashback, a deja vu for me being a kid. And when I wanted to do something, I'd ask my mom, say, Mom, can I go to do such and such? And she's like, well, go ask your dad. And I would always be scared to ask my dad. So I would go and I'd walk around and meander and everything else, trying to get up the nerve to ask him for something, if I could do this. Finally, my dad would say, hey, what's on your mind? What is it you want to do? And that's what it felt like watching Micah just kind of strolling through, meandering. He wanted to play with his teammates and everything else. He wants to be out there. And this is ridiculous because you are literally caging the lion. And you want this guy to be whole, happy, ready to play against the Eagles in 32 days. Dirty Sanchez, yeah, but the 90s, Jerry was busy because the team was losing $1 million a month or whatever it was, and that's why Jimmy had all the controls. Yeah, you are 100% right, Dirty. And then they started making money, and then he started getting his fat fingers into everything and fucking it up.
Well, I like how Shoddy has handled this because whenever they tried to ask him about Micah and all like that, he nipped it in the bud right there. So hopefully
they all do that.
At least it stopped with him and he didn't.
Here's the thing, Holly. I think every coach. I mean to interrupt you. I apologize for that. But I think every coach that the Cowboys ever had, and I'm going forward to the day Jerry died, they're not going to want to say anything because they don't want to ruffle the boss. You got a boss who's overbearing, and you say the wrong thing to the media. What do you think is going to happen? So that's why you have to swallow what you have to say.
If he'd fired Jimmy Johnson after winning 2 Super Bowls, shit, he could do the same to you. Although it's not proven in recent years because it seems like he's been declawed as far as getting rid of coaches. Josh Herman, what's your time? What time is my regular show? Monday and Friday nights, 9 p.m. always. I'm on the Dan Saleo show on Wednesdays at 4:30, and we always do this 5 o'clock on Sundays.
Well, I just wanted to say, again, thank you everybody for the prayers. And, I promised my sister 2 days for her death. If something happened to her, I'll be a little nicer to my rant. So I'm going to be a little calmer. I ain't going to be yelling.
Yeah, I didn't know you already had the services, brother. I didn't know. I was giving you your space. So, again.
Yeah. I mean,
had you
how
on.
about No,
Yeah.
no,
We'll
don't
get
worry
you on
about
next
me.
week, brother.
I don't know. I'm
No
not
Joe
ready for
Clue,
it.
new member, Mark.
Yep. Welcome,
So in the
welcome,
end of the
Joe.
day,
I mean,
I
Josh.
remember when the Washington football team decided to go and trade up to get Robert Griffin. Believe it or not, I wasn't happy because that's draft picks. I thought it was George Allen all over again. When George Allen got those old ass players over the hill game, and he got all the players, got rid of all the young talent, and then we do the same thing and get Robert Griffin for what? For a quarterback not proven? For a quarterback can't he really throw the ball that well? I wasn't against it then. And that's what's going. Hopefully that won't happen to the Cowboys. They trade Micah for two number ones, or one and number two or number three, or they might trade Micah disrespectfully and trade him for number 8. Who knows?
A number 8. You stupid, man. You stupid. Josh Herman, welcome. I just put my email address on the email me so we can get you sent a shot glass and your squeeze ball because the Cowboys will definitely stress you out. Adrienne, that's what happens when you have a slave master as an owner. Go Birds. Oh,
Slave master. Come on.
know,
Oh, have mercy.
Harsh.
That's deep. That cut deep right
That's
there.
a little deep.
That's deep.
we got plenty of pass rushers. So if we traded Micah Parsons, I'm not gonna cry about it.
Yeah, but you want to have Easy on one side, you want to have Mike on the other. Supposedly,
Now I'm at the point now we struggled at stopping the run for so long. I'm like,
I know,
damn.
but again, I'll argue with that.
You know what I mean, though.
I know what you mean, but we don't need our edge rushers stopping the run necessarily. That's up front. If you, that's a different.
No, I'm saying we know the
different
Cowboys are bad at trading. I was saying, like, if you're guaranteeing me they're gonna get a one technique and all pro in a trade and a couple firsts, I'm good.
I mean, we want to see September 4th. We want to see Micah coming off of one edge, Donovan and Dante Fowler coming off the other edge, and we want to see Jalen running for his life. That's what we want to see. Mm-hmm. We don't want this to drag on. That's one thing I didn't like about what Jerry said, talking about Emmett. That was a non-salary capped era. Stop talking about Emmett Smith, brother. That's ridiculous.
The problem with Jerry Jones is the same problem. Hold on. Let me get this before Loyal. Let me just say this to counter this. The problem with Jerry Jones is the same problem that a lot of us Cowboy fans do is we're living on our past laurels. You know, as Janet Jackson said, what have you done for me lately, Jerry? Jerry, all this bullshit that you're trying to talk and like, that shit is past. And that's what happened to Tom Landry. When Tom Landry in the 70s, he was an innovator coming up with the shotgun, the shift and everything else, the flex defense. The problem is his shit got old and he could not evolve and change. And that's why they ended up being irrelevant. And that's Jerry Jones right now. He still thinks that I can go ahead just like I did to Emmett. And that led to a Super Bowl. Well, buddy, that was a totally different era. You got to get out of that shit and understand that Catboy and Marketplace Grill Guy are not the ones that should be doing these damn contracts.
Okay, Mark, let me say this. You know what reminds me? The Cowboys now remind me of from the 90s and to now. Remind me of the Marvel movies today. It was hot. It was hot. Everybody was going to the movies and we got to go see this. We got to go see this Marvel movie. And then they didn't replace the characters or the actors, and the actors got old. Mm-hmm. And you're still doing the same bullshit in the movies. Now we hear a place, these movies are horrible. Now, we're going to do a reboot, which you should have done this years later. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to do that. I ain't going to be sound. I ain't going to be involved in this. I ain't going to be involved in that. It's kind of not me with the Washington football team with Daniel Snyder.
Hold on, wait a minute. I know you're not talking about somebody getting old when you got the oldest roster in the NFL right now.
That's our old roster means championships, bro.
Okay.
Means that, I guess.
The geriatric.
That Washington team literally has the modern day over the hill gang right now.
Oh my God!
You finally got the
I call them.
Yeah, go ahead, Hallie.
I was just saying. I was just teasing Momo about the geriatric commandos. They're wearing diapers. So
that's right. Well, we got a new stadium about to be built. It's been approved. So we good. We good.
Josh Herman has a super
Josh
chat.
Herman, I love. I know this may be a hot topic, but do you ever consider trading Micah for picks to fill weak areas for guys like Jimmy did in the 90s? Well, the problem I would have with the Cowboys trying to do that is I look at Amari Cooper and I say, what did they use or what did they get for Amari Cooper? We traded and got a fifth. Didn't they trade him for a third years later?
we got Will McClay. You would hope Will McClay is smart enough to get enough picks from Micah. That's what you would hope.
You would hope that, but here it is. We gave up a 4 for Trey Lance and a 4 for Jonathan Mingo.
I think Mingo's going to turn out to be worth that 4.
I hope so.
I think so.
But so
speaking of around the league,
I have a question for when Mingo was at. I'm in Carolina. I'm in North Carolina, and this is Panther country. Everybody love Panther. When Mingo was here, the same day when Cam Newton was here, there was a fanfare. Oh, we thought we had there. A lot of people thought he was good, but you see, maybe it was those organizations that it was that bad, and he didn't have. And the quarterback they brought in, they drafted, they didn't give nothing around him to be better. So I don't know. Mingo was in a bad situation. I agree with you. I'm afraid of Mingo being good because he never developed the time he was with the Carolina Panthers.
I didn't realize he was so big. He's a big receiver.
Yes.
Physical as heck.
I had a question about around the league. So is AJ Green hurt? That's what I seen a post or something.
AJ Green? What do you mean?
No, AJ Brown.
AJ Brown is hamstring.
Okay, I was looking at that and I was like,
hamstring. Again, we don't want any injuries to anybody.
No, I don't want any injuries. I'm just going around.
Welcome to our world. Yeah, AJ Brown is banged up with a hamstring, so we hope he gets all healed up for September 4th. Mark, are we going to practice or nah? Probably not. Right?
We talking about practice? That is.
I don't think it's much.
Next Saturday?
It's Sunday. It's probably $20-$30. It's probably what you'd have to pay. But
okay.
Just let me know.
Let me think about it.
Everybody's asking me, you going? I'm going to meet up. I'm like, I'm not going by myself.
So what do you guys think about the re-signing Lyle Collins? I thought it was to me, that's just another move trying to bring
want Mark's opinion. I don't want to overtalk on his channel, but then I'll give you mine.
Here's where he's experienced. The good thing about Lyle Collins is he can play either guard spot and he can play either tackle spot. Now, the question is, how much does he have left? Okay. I will say that he probably would be better than Chime Goda.
Probably be better than Guyton.
And he might be. And now, from the clips that you've seen, it seems like he's actually in decent shape. But, for me, you can kick the tires on it. I will say that's better than some of the guys that we brought in, like last year this time. Some of the guys that have been out for a couple of years that never did anything. Huh?
Mark, well, go ahead.
Micah used to blow him up.
Saying no one's talking about the Bears running back Cook sitting out, and he's not going. He wants a contract, so we need. I think Cook for the Bills.
Oh, the Bills. Oh yeah. He's coming back. That's what he said anyway.
But the thing about Collins that worries me is I don't know how much he got left in the tank, and you remember Micah Parsons used to blow him up all the time.
Well, Micah Parson blows up a lot of people, though.
I mean, but you look at Abdul Carter. Abdul Carter's a lot like Micah Parsons.
Randy McIntyre's here, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what it's about, Loyal. Let me alleviate all your concerns regarding this. They need to be able to play preseason games. All right. They have thankfully, let's knock on wood here. Let's knock on wood. We haven't lost to anybody for the season. So that's good, right? We don't want that. But they need to be able to play the preseason games and evaluate multiple positions. And he is a rotational camp body who may make the roster as a backup. He's not going to be the starter in any way. Now, he's in the best shape of his life. We hear that all the time. He hasn't played since 2022, I want to say. So he's been out for the year and a half, basically, 2 years. So that's what it is. They need to evaluate the running back position. Who is going to be the odd man out? They need to evaluate the wide receivers. And in doing so, they need somebody that can give some protection and not just throw the quarterback to the wolves. So that's what he is, Loyal. He's a camp body. He will definitely now. I don't know if you guys talked about it. The corresponding moves. They have finally cut Matt Waletzko. He is gone. So Matt Waletzko, the tackle who's always injured. So you just remember, Lyle Collins was the guy who played with Travis Frederick, and he was with Tyron Smith.
He was actually pretty good because he did get a nice contract from the Cowboys. The problem was in 2020 when he came in, he had put on more weight. I think the Cowboys are always the mad scientists. I think he would have been better suited if he had stayed at guard than going to tackle, but he had put on too much weight and his hips did not take it. And so he lost the 2020 year, which ended up being the Terrence Steele year, who literally got thrown to the wolves because that was the COVID year where they had no off season. And now Terrence Steele is starting, but he has been a very good guard because when he was healthy, he could get to the second level, knock a guy down, and look for another one and go downfield.
Yeah. He's been a solid guard, Mark. Yeah. That's why I'm saying, like, I can't take any chances week one. If we have no healthy left tackle by week one,
we're gonna
my
have
best offensive lineman is going to left tackle, and that's Tyler Smith. Period. Yeah. I'm not taking any chances.
They're not doing that, which is why they brought him in. They're not doing that. They're going to leave Tyler. Again, I don't want to say these statements, but I will. I'm going to say it. They have the potential. Listen, Tyler Smith he's a beast. They will keep him a left guard. We have Cooper Beebe in year 2, and we have Booker.
Booker is looking really good.
So you figure that's a big time interior. I hate to say it. I know this is going to sound a certain way, but that's the important part of a quarterback. Obviously, left tackle is his blind side. I get it. But when you could step up into the pocket, that is huge, especially for Dak Prescott, who the footwork is everything for Dak. Everything for Dak is the footwork, being able to step up. When he can't do that, he's erratic. So I like to keep that. Asim Richards, again, he got hurt last year also. He's the left tackle backup. They brought in some guys, but that's for another show. We have a lot of depth.
Big Nate, they're high on.
Nate. I mean,
ask about
that
Nate.
guy is huge. He's about 335 pounds, and he's strong.
6'4",
he rehabbed.
Yeah,
he rehabbed with Dak, and Dak was really confident. Building a lot of confidence in him and things, and really seems to believe in him. And you never know, because the funny thing is, if you go back to what Jimmy Johnson had for an offensive line, which was the Great Wall of Dallas, none of those guys were first-round draft picks.
Bunch of journeymen.
They really were, but they coached him up into it. And maybe this is where Caton Adams ends up being worth his weight in gold and gets more out of these guys than what we've got.
Yeah, Mark, I did notice that he's running he runs a zone scheme, and they're taking to it. And Jadon Blue is the best of the bunch when it comes to cutting, and he is really electric when he puts his foot in the ground and cuts. So he won't be the starter necessarily. He'll be probably a slot guy and a third down back guy, but he's electric. So again, he was able to do it with a less than stellar offensive line at Arizona and make them a top 5 running team. So again, it'll be better than last year. How much better? Your guess is as good as mine. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see. And the reality is you won't know what you have. Now, the Eagles, like you said, A.J. Brown has got a hamstring issue, which is one of those things that could end up lingering because we're talking about a little over 4 weeks right now. That doesn't just get better real quick, and it could be they stay off of it, and then all of a sudden, game 1, they pull it, and then you've got a different game, but they still have Saquon. And the Eagles are a team that starts off slow. But you really don't put all this shit together until the first couple of games. You don't expect Dak Prescott to be playing any preseason, much less, your starters or even Micah Parsons and things like that. So you just really don't know what you're going to get that first week.
The Eagles have a losing record without AJ, Mark.
Yeah, which is great.
They're like 24-28 and like 1, something like weird like that.
Oh, look at Leo over there. Leo, you're awful quiet today. Cat got your tongue?
No need to say much, man. Y'all doing it all for me.
He's just drinking it.
This is.
He's eating his popcorn.
Hold on, wait a minute.
The whole NFL is talking about the Cowboys for all the wrong reasons.
Let me adjust.
Even with all the drama, we'll be hilarious.
Let me adjust the crown.
They come out in week 1 and kick the shit out of the Eagles. We'll be funny.
Let me adjust the crown. Let me adjust the crown because what I'm about to say, it's.
You mean the Burger King crown?
Whatever, man. This right here. All right. So listen, I'm listening to you all, and I realize what the Cowboys fan base suffers from, and you all collectively suffer from Stockholm syndrome. Okay, Jerry has groomed you all to be exactly what is on display today. Now, for those of you who are in eyesight and earshot of this, I put this out on the bird section a couple of days ago when I said that the front offices of the New York Giants, the Washington Commanders, and I renamed the Dallas Cowboys to the Dallas Hostages. All three of your front offices need their asses whooped. Okay, I'm not talking to the fan. I'm not talking about the fan base. I'm talking about just the front office. Y'all need y'all asses whooped. There are activities that your front office, that members of your front office have performed that deserve an ass whooping. So let's dispense with all this commentary and trying to figure out what wasn't said or what we don't know exactly was said and everything like that. Let's just go with what exactly was said, what we know was said. And all you have to do is just take a look at what Micah put out. Because if you go down bullet point by bullet point on that statement that Micah put out, that is stuff that if the NFLPA starts to get involved and investigate, Jerry was wrong for his part.
100% agree.
I'm not talking about Micah. I'm just saying the activities of the members of the front office.
100%
there were things that Jerry did he should have never done. Regardless of how you may or may not feel about Micah's agent and all this other stuff.
Now, let me get this in here. This is actually the perfect response. This is Jerry Jones, Micah Parsons back and forth seems so manufactured, not by Micah, but by Jerry Jones. Jerry loves the attention more than winning championships, so I'm sure he's delighted that this story is dominating the news. He's too old to be this thirsty trapping like this, which is 100%
I will say this, Mark, you're, as a fan base, you all have no idea how bad your situational awareness really is. When I hear people say things like, don't worry, Mike is going to get paid. Don't worry, he does this every year. Okay, let me explain something to y'all. Y'all are past that. That was a couple of train stops ago. Because the kind of damage that was done, regardless if Micah gets paid tomorrow or next week or an hour from now, damage is done from a moral standpoint. If I'm George Pickens, I'm looking at this and I'm saying, shit, if he's going to do this to Micah and he did this to CD and Dak, what are you going to do to me?
But
I want to be here. He ain't going to say it out loud, but I'm looking
I don't necessarily agree with that.
Wait a minute.
Go get him, Holly.
And the other thing too is that because things are so bad for y'all, you don't even have. Wait. You don't have the right to talk.
He may not get a contract next year.
Once again,
I think Pickens. No, he came in knowing he wasn't going to have. May not, and that's the words. May not get a contract next year. And I'm going to give you a warning too, Leo.
Ooh.
Have that. Oh, is he muted? Oh, thank you. Warning. Here, please have your parachute ready because it may not happen next year or even the year before, but you're going to be using that to come off that mountain one of these years.
Was Leo the one?
About that. And
was Leo the one who said to you?
Yes, on the George Pickens thing.
Was Leo the one who said to you? Was Leo the one who said to you and everybody on this channel, "Hey, are you guys optimistic or cautiously optimistic?"
I never got to answer that question.
Did I tell you why you should be cautiously optimistic? Because you still got Jerry Jones.
I never got to answer that question.
No need to now. No need to.
My motto. I live by two things. Mm-hmm. I live by. Oh, go ahead. Shine it up right now because it'll turn green.
It'll tarnish.
It is green, Holly. It is green. I'm just saying.
I know, but I'm talking about the Modi green.
Stockholm syndrome.
But I'm going to
Stockholm syndrome.
I know. I'm going to tell you the two things I live by. Because I never got to answer that question about your question about optimism. Like you never answered my question the other day. You just deflected it.
Maybe chase him over there.
And what one is my motto is I never ever try to overthink or outsmart my common sense. And the other one is I never stress over things that I have no control over. So to me, I lived from the second Super Bowl to here. I don't care how long it takes. I really could care less how long it takes.
That's part of the problem.
No,
and then
because
you wonder why. And then you wonder. And then y'all wonder why we look at y'all like y'all crazy.
I've already got to enjoy 4 wins. So I don't worry about it. I've already had that feeling. You've only got to experience it twice.
Holly, let me explain something to you, sweetheart. That's not a flex like you think it is. That's not the flex.
Jalen Hurts is never gonna do.
Holly, that's not the flex you think it is. Hallie, that's not the flex you think it is.
Okay.
And all that talk about watch out for the mountain and all this other stuff. Y'all was sitting there talking about, it's different. Oh, camp is different. Oh, this is what's different is you don't hear Jerry talking. Jerry's
I'm doing like you're doing. This is what you're doing, Leo.
Oh, Lordy. So now I see who's graced our presence again today. Yeah, he said he
made a cameo.
You know what, Philly 500? You did send me a message last night about. Let me make sure I got it right. Because you're sending me all these pictures. Okay,
playoffs
the latest
canceled
one
for
is
him,
Micah
Philly.
in Raiders gear. He's checking with C. We definitely need to go ahead and do something here together. Okay, so you just let me know when you have the time, because I see you asked me on it. He's literally sent me like pictures upon pictures of Micah Parsons and every team's logo out there.
Hey, I'll like I said before.
And the crazy part is that we don't even need him
for us. If we trade Micah, can you imagine what we'll get for him? Shh.
Maybe
a win-win situation. I'm not worried at all.
It won't matter. Jerry's your owner.
I'm with you, Laurel.
I'm not worried.
It's called Stockholm syndrome, fellas. People, that's what this fan base is collectively suffering from.
I'm not worried.
I've seen all
if we trade Micah, we'll get some first round picks. That'll make our team better.
Even though I've seen those Super Bowls every year, I want to see us win.
All right, I'll text you, Philly,
and again, but it don't happen. So
situational awareness.
Don't care. It's different. I want to win every year.
You should.
Every year.
That should always be the goal.
Yeah, it is.
But
every year.
Again, situational awareness dictates something completely different. Just saying. You guys, you didn't even learn from the Giants. I'm looking at what Micah said. Micah said, I tried to get something done for less money against my agent's wishes at the end of my 3rd year. Team said no. He stayed quiet.
Damn.
Played through his 4th year. Tried to get something done. Not happening. Okay.
Let me get to
all right.
My thing is this: if you're not the man above, then no man is bigger than any team.
There, you're right about that.
Nobody.
Sanchez.
So I wish him well. I want him here, but if he feels that that's what he wants to do, teams regroup all the time. It might take a few years, but.
Yeah,
so at what point does accountability come into play and you hold your ownership accountable?
How can you hold?
When does the fan base hold their ownership accountable?
How can we control it? What can we do about it?
We can sound off like
I would go on his ass
reality
and show him how much money he loses, but you can't do that.
He's a billionaire.
He's got too much money. He's too powerful. I mean, what can I do?
Let's be real here.
I know what I would do if I was the owner.
Here's the reality. The Cowboys were unwatched. Hold on. Wait.
Go ahead.
First of all, Dirty Sanchez, Philly 500 looks like an M&M before from Weight Watchers, Not So Slim Shady. That's kind of raw there, Dirty Sanchez. But let's be clear here. The Cowboys were unwatchable last year. That shit that I went and saw in Philadelphia versus Dallas, and we literally can't put curtains up in there to help our own team. Josh, by the way, Mark, shout out from Spotsy. Appreciate you. They were actually talking about taking the Cowboys off of primetime for games. Okay? And at the moment, how do we look at this and say that we're a really better team than we were last year? Yet, they're still talked about all the time. You don't think that every show
you
tomorrow...
got new curtains up yet?
You don't think that every show tomorrow will not lead with Micah Parsons and Jerry Jones, and half of the show, at least half of every show, will be about the Dallas Cowboys?
So what? I don't care if every show is about the Dallas Cowboys. The question
guess
was,
what? Your team won the damn Super Bowl, and nobody gives a rat's ass that A.J. Brown has a sore hamstring. In the same way, we got the same situation as the Commanders with Terry McLaurin. Ain't nobody caring about either of those situations. I'm not saying it's right, but here's what I can say. Jerry Jones understands I'm making more money than any NFL owner out there by doing exactly what I'm doing. So why should I change?
Well, and even when we suck, the cameras are still on us.
That's right.
We could be 0-17 and the cameras would still be on us.
You guys all sound like Jerry Jones apostles. This is exactly what he wants. Like you said, he only cares about prime time. He only cares about the camera. And all you all have done is pointed out how many prime time games y'all have, how many times y'all looking at us, how many shows are talking about.
And Leo,
that's all y'all talking about.
Leo, I'm wondering too. I'm like, why are we getting so many primetime games when we had a crappy schedule? That's the first thing I said.
Primetime games. I care about wins and I care about.
I don't care about primetime games.
And you don't think I do, Leo?
Yeah, and you can't put everybody in that whole bunch.
I want all our games at 1 o'clock. I want them to realize. Sorry, Holly.
Go watch my last bird section video. You'll see why I'm looking at you like this.
Shameless promotions.
You ain't even got your house clean, but you can talk about me. Okay, you're not at that point. You're not allowed to talk. You're not allowed to talk shit about me right now. You got bigger things to worry about. Y'all don't got that kind of bandwidth. What's wrong with you?
We got bandwidth. Come on, bro.
Your owner's playing with the best player on your team.
Leo,
everybody's all messed up, and y'all worried about what we doing?
Leo, I don't.
We're not worried. We're just reporting on the news.
I just want to say this one thing. I want to say one thing. Leo, I don't talk shit about you. I talk shit.
There you go, Hallie. Get in his ass. There you go. Come on.
Yeah, Hallie, get in my ass. Don't if you want somebody to get in my ass, put an address on that shit, man. Don't be hyping Hallie up. You don't need Hallie to hype that up. All y'all have Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, I cannot get that vision out of my head now. Oh God, Leo.
Y'all got Stockholm syndrome.
I thought Momo's was bad, but Leo was.
This is what because you mind yourself, Hallie. You're talking to the defending NFC East champion. You're talking to the defending NFC champion. You're talking to the defending league champion. I got the crown on. This right here makes it so that I can say that.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry, Leo. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Game time, I muted you by accident, but I was trying to get Leo.
I'm sorry,
when
Mark.
they talk about the NFC East, the only thing they say about the Philadelphia Eagles is football.
Still going on.
Yup, go on, yup. We're gonna go on and win another one.
You probably will. I never.
He's jumping around so fast I can't mute his
come off that mountain sooner than what you think you are.
He's in the Matrix.
I'm serious.
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
It's like I'll mute it, all of a sudden it's back. I like, where's the button?
Hey, let him talk, man. It's entertaining.
Oh shit!
I was always told what goes up must come down.
Yeah, they're waiting. I made this the other day. Philly knows. I told him.
Mark, I'm sorry.
Mark
I don't
knows.
mean to yell.
Dan Cilio's waiting
Go
for
off
the
on him. Please go off on him.
Okay.
Thank you for muting him.
Yeah, I dare somebody to go off on me. What you gonna say? What can you say?
I already told you. I love you, Leo. I love you,
Leo.
I love you too, Allie. But what y'all really gonna say to the defending Super Bowl?
You know, it used to be Momo was
like I told you earlier, just drink it in.
Leo is now the village idiot. He has taken it from Momo. Momo is the kinder, gentler Momo. And Momo doesn't even realize he's muted, and he's up here swinging his arm, like he's. Okay. Oh Lordy, it's going to be one of those kinds of seasons. Yeah,
You guys are a sad fan base.
Somebody actually made a comment that was actually really, and I'm trying to see who it was. I think it was Deshaun Shavers. He pointed out something really good. He said the Cowboys have kind of prepared for this when you think about the amount of edge rushers that we have. And actually, when you think about with Emmitt Smith, oh, shut up there, Leo. Nobody asked you to say shit. When you think about the Emmitt Smith.
That's where you at now.
Hold up. Shut up for a second there, okay? When you think about starting the season without Emmitt Smith holding out, it was only Emmitt Smith was the only guy that you had to worry about as far as running back. At least if Micah Parsons is out, you do have capable edge rushers that can go in there. You are not having the cupboard as bare. Are you a better team with Micah? Hell effing yes. Do you want to take on the Eagles without Micah Parsons? Hell effing no. But if the worst comes to worst,
super chats.
If the worst comes to worst, there are some possibilities. Yeah, Leo, that crown is starting to look like a court gesture hat. You're right about that one. Shout out to Dirty Sanchez. Jay Mitch, the Rams make the most sense. Who would you take? Would you take a 26 first-round pick, a 27 second-round pick, a second-round pick in 27, and a third pick, and Bryce Young from the – no, I wouldn't take that. Jay Mitch, I wouldn't take that. I got to get
all facts, Philly. All facts. We rule the NFC East.
And more than likely, that first-round pick is going to be a mid-round first-round pick. It's not like it's going to be a Tennessee Titan one. Appreciate the super chat.
Few words to your last statement, Leo. Right now,
we rule the NFC East and we rule the league right now. When you talk about premier organizations and properly run organizations, the Philadelphia Eagles is top of the list. And as far as
I agree, one of the top right now. Yeah.
Yep.
Who's counting on Killian Ringo and Dory Jackson to play the boundary corner?
I have to say something.
You about ready to get cooked.
I have to say something. I really have to say something with Leo just said.
No, you don't, Momo. No, you don't. No, you don't.
No, you don't. Rollins on us. He gonna come out of nowhere.
I just allow me to talk. You was quiet for a long time, so be extra more quiet now. Here's the thing: just because you win a Super Bowl doesn't mean you're the best organization in the league.
Well, it's what have you done for me lately? Fan base.
Yeah. So I just want to put that out like that. That crown you talking about it's not the green we all want to see. It's not green.
Shit.
It's tarnished. It's gray. It's diluted. It got mildew on it. What the hell?
This is
Momo, your team won't pay a 30-year-old or soon to be 30-year-old wide receiver, but you have the oldest team in the league.
Fine. We're fine. Don't matter. You act like this is the damn priest. This is on training camp, and who cares? I don't.
That's part of the problem. Again, and you wonder why us Eagles fans are looking at y'all like y'all crazy. You're looking at you like you're crazy.
Leo, I already made my prediction. The Eagles is not going to win the division. They can come in third place. If you don't believe that, watch this work. I want to see the tears. You're gonna have those Michael Jordan tears on you when
this is Stockholm syndrome, everyone. I just want y'all to know this is not Stockholm syndrome that you are witnessing from this guy. This is just straight delusion. Okay, like this is he got his ass whooped 55-23, and his best player is wanting a new contract and wants out, and this is what he says to me.
They all say that sometime or another. It's not all a ploy. He's not leaving.
You guys, this is again, cream of the crop right here.
It's gonna be a tougher division, Leo. It's not gonna be as easy, brother.
Talk to me when you get your house clear. You're not allowed to talk that way to me. Not to me. You can talk to the Giants. You can talk to the Commanders, but you can't say that to me.
I'm gonna talk, brother. You can bet you're sure that.
Oh, the Giants.
Jerry Jones has stolen all y'all thunder. Jerry Jones has stolen all your thunder. You don't even know about your court. You don't even know about your coach. You know nothing about your coach. You know nothing about your staff. You know nothing.
That's the Sirianni you talk about.
You know nothing. You mean Super Bowl winning Sirianni? That guy? Yeah. Again, And you wonder why we look at you like you're crazy.
Planting flowers, bro. You won 2 Super Bowls and you acting like you somebody. You're still way down here looking up at us.
I am somebody, and we did win 2 Super Bowls. We are a super team.
Years.
What are you going to do about it, Brian? What are you going to do? What y'all going to do? Nothing.
Your ass week 1.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You can't even sign your players. You can't even keep your owner in check. You can't. Your owner talks about dicks and hands, and y'all talking to me?
Leo,
come on now.
Jeez.
Ladies and gentlemen,
let's
get ready.
Now it's watch my mouth. This ain't your channel, so you be quiet. This ain't your channel. This is not your channel, Brian. So be quiet. This ain't your channel. Just go ahead and mute.
With Terrence Parsons, and this is how you're gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, with the bootleg Joe Bluey Sports Report. You know what I'm saying? Your channel is just a mirror image of Mark, all the way down to the damn voodoo doll.
Okay,
so come on, y'all, and you're saying the same thing.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Yeah. Say something. I dare you. Say something. We're a better team than you.
Nothing personal.
We are the better team. We're the top of the cream of the crop.
Who said that Dallas was better? You said that Dallas was better. You said that nobody said Dallas was better. Nobody said Dallas was better. You're delusional.
I'm the delusional one. Really?
Yeah, you're delusional.
Oh my God.
You said that the Eagles aren't the champs. Everybody knows the Eagles are the champs. You guys are number 1 right now.
So start talking like that.
I talk shit on Jerry every day.
But that doesn't mean you roll over.
Look, we ain't gonna roll over. I ain't gonna roll over. I've seen the Cowboys kick the shit out of the Eagles too damn much for me to roll over for your ass.
Yeah,
exactly.
I've seen my franchise absolutely decimate the hell out of your garbage franchise for 60 fucking years.
Dang.
Last year you watched my team decimate your team in person. You actually went to that game.
Your damn team year after year after fucking year.
And shit.
The point
I don't want to hear it. You got 2 Super Bowls. Wow. Wow,
I don't
Leo.
know what they expect, Wade. I don't know.
Good God, you got 2 Super Bowls.
This year, we have no idea how anybody's going to do. We got
new
coaches, new players, everything like that.
Y'all gonna get smashed week 1.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Leo, you better smash us, because if you get beat by this incompetent team,
I'm coming for your meat.
Come on, man. I mean, you guys say that this team's so incompetent. You guys better beat the shit out of them week 1, though. Better not even be a close game.
Say less. One order of belt to ass coming right up.
It better be.
It better be.
You guys are the best, so I mean, it better be.
The bar.
Yeah, exactly. They always do.
I tell you
one order of belt to ass coming right up.
It's got everybody riled the F up.
But Leo,
let me tell you what's going to happen.
Your team just as much as we can control ours. We can't control anything. That's the whole point.
Yeah, we have Micah paid by now if we could control something. I mean, we're not Jerry Jones's.
We'd have had Micah paid after the end of his 3rd year.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're saying as fans. What? I mean, dude, we're ran by a delusional old man. It's not us making the decisions.
Al Davis 2.0.
Yeah, exactly.
This shit up.
Now, if you've been with us, you've seen the bus.
The whim of a madman. I like that.
That would be Jerry Jones, the whim of a madman. Okay. So
Eagles down there with the Buccaneers. You think I'm going to respect that franchise? You lost your mind.
Well, I don't know why people want to bring old stuff up about a win and okay, you won. I don't care about this. It's a new season. I don't care about Terry McLaurin not being signed. If he doesn't get signed, fine.
And that's part of your delusion.
Hold on. Let me finish my statement. Because since you went on your little rant, you was quiet and eating your little popcorn, enjoying the conversation back and forth and whatever. Here's the thing. I don't care about this negotiation tactics for all players have to do because their agent tells them to do that. Put it out there. That's what it's about. So end of the day, if they doesn't sign him, I'm a Washington fan. Anybody they put in, replace what we get, I'm going to root for that player. I don't care who it is.
All right. Let me shout out Dirty Sanchez, who says, Leo, is it that time of the month? Bobby Mininsky says, Leo, you use Game Time for his channel. Wow.
I mean, damn, it's.
I got a lot of that this week. That's why, and now with his aggression, obviously that was the case. It's unfortunate.
This is
whatever
irritating.
you need to tell yourself Game Time, that's fine, but that's not the case for real. It's not. Because everything Terrence Parsons said was not right.
You were being disrespectful to him, though.
Leo was being an Eagle fan, Leo. That's what he was.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. First and foremost, before we even start going all into the feelings and stuff like that, I told y'all, you were going to be cautiously optimistic when it comes to Jerry. Okay, just because he was quiet at the beginning of camp, don't mean he's going to be quiet at the end. No,
Leo.
Here's what I'm sitting here listening to y'all.
I thought they locked him in a closet. I'll be real with you. I thought they had locked him out of the closet. Somehow he got out, and now he's messing stuff up. And I hope that they can.
Hey, you know what? You know what's crazy though, Mark? It's okay.
What?
It's okay, Mark. We're used to this.
Mark, and I'm not trolling here, but
we've gotten home field advantage with
his son be putting his hands on him?
We've gotten home field advantage with this front office. We've kicked the shit out of the Eagles every year with this front office.
Y'all got your asses kicked by the number 7 seed.
We've been a dysfunctional franchise, beating the shit out of y'all every single year. I've seen the Cowboys beat the shit out of y'all. And we've
welcome, my man. Coles, make sure you email me CowboysMark94@gmail.
I tell you what. Mark,
I mean, damn, that was a stretch there. We swept y'all like 3 years in a row. I mean, damn, just swept the shit out of y'all.
How was that game last year you went to? How was that? What that look like?
It was fine, man. We got to spend time with
it was great. Bro. It was great.
I ain't here. I'm not here to argue back and forth with nobody. I just want to ask one question.
You were going
Leo, this is addressed to you. When you go angry in these other Cowboy channels, do you disrespect them like you doing that?
Thank you, Mama.
Especially when I give him a platform. I didn't have to reach out to him.
I'm keeping a buck with you. You know what you do? You solve.
You know what?
Sit back and
you know what? Hold
on. Say yes, sir, no, sir. So don't.
What did I say? What did I say?
Jerry, sign Micah. We're losing our minds here.
What did I say was wrong? What did I say was wrong?
Well, after this is over with, go back and rewatch, and you understand what you said.
No, I asked you. Tell me. You tell me. What did I say was wrong?
Leo, could I say one thing?
Sure, Holly. Go ahead.
Because you got to remember, when you said about getting our dicks out of our mouth, you got to remember I don't have one.
Get you who?
That's funny.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
I don't have one to be able to do that.
Have one what? Have one what?
You said to get our dicks out of our mouth, and I'm thinking,
yes,
I don't have one, and that was really kind of.
Wait a minute. Did I say? I said get what out of your mouth?
You said to get
the dick out of your mouth.
We can go back and look at it.
Hallie, do me a favor. Listen. Do me a favor. If you're gonna say I said something, make sure it was what I said, because that's not what I said. I don't talk like that.
Yeah, it is.
I don't tell nobody to get their dick out their mouth. I didn't say that.
That's what you said.
I didn't tell nobody to get their dick out their mouth.
Hold on.
That's what you probably were.
All right. Hold up. We're getting a little too personal here.
Okay. Week 1, and that's the damn Cowboys.
Everybody, take a deep breath. Okay, I know Jerry Jones has brought all this on.
It's like no holds barred.
I'm serious. This is like WWE, man. Get this.
Hey, I'm probably going to be insufferable.
Everything else.
I said I was going to be insufferable. It's not like I didn't warn you, but I take exception to what Hallie said, because I don't talk that way.
Leo,
we still have to be a human being.
I didn't. I never say that. That's not a Leo. Yeah, go back and look at it. That's not a Leo thing. Leo doesn't talk that way.
I guess I'm said it then.
Hey, y'all.
Once again, Hallie, I like you. Hallie, number one, I like you, and I would never talk that way to you.
He was talking about Jerry Jones. He was talking about what Jerry Jones said. That's all.
Yes, because Jerry actually said that.
Yeah.
Go back, Hallie, and check the tape.
Okay, misunderstanding then.
It was a misunderstanding. I apologize. Okay?
I think we're all getting a little bit out of place here.
Everybody's
damn it. Eagles hate this as Eagles hate month countdown to us kicking their ass. There ain't I'm going full throttle. I'm tired of these.
I love it, Wade. I love it. Bring it, Wade. I love it. Just be safe on that road, bro.
Our problem is we are having so much football cabin fever. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
We are having football, but I mean,
I've heard enough about
Leo,
the Eagles
I
winning
really
the
do
Super Bowl.
apologize.
I've heard enough.
Because
That's
all it is
getting
football.
crazy.
We're winning.
Leo.
We're winning this again.
I'm with you, D-Moore.
Make sure
5
you hear
touchdowns
this.
and 500 yards on y'all week 1. Literally.
Leo, I really do apologize.
Hey, Mark, can I get a word
I
in?
accept your apology,
Yes,
Ali.
Okay.
yes.
I'll
Somebody
let you,
wants to get a
Leo.
word in, please. Anybody but Leo.
I'll mute myself.
Anybody but Leo, get a word in.
Okay, Mark, how's everybody doing? First of all, this is Scott.
Scott?
I just wanted to say a word about what everybody's talking about with Micah, and I've only heard part of it, but the whole world is on Micah's side, and it's the thing is, you sit at the cool table when you hate the Joneses. Let me give a little bit of a different perspective. No, I'm serious. Let me give a little bit of a different perspective. This is the Joneses team. Jerry was the one who bought it. He used his own ingenuity to build this franchise up. I don't like most of the stuff he does, but Micah and Jerry are two peas in a pod. Micah's not quiet. Micah's not like on a Bill Belichick team where he never says anything. Micah's the loudest one. He's the one, and I'm not mad at him for having a podcast, but he says controversial stuff, and he's jumped the gun. Notice that CD and Dak in early August didn't hit the panic button and go online and saying I wanted to be traded. Micah knew he was not only going to get paid, he was going to be the highest non-QB in NFL history. But he didn't. He knows the way the Joneses do business by now. So all of this capping up for Micah, I think, is a little disingenuous. That's just my take.
It's hard to disagree with that, but the Joneses love you can see Jerry and Stephen Jones. They weren't worried one bit. Did they look like they were losing any sleep? They got big old cheesy grin. Stephen Jones was getting selfies, taking pictures of him with Micah Parsons in the background. They are enjoying this shit, man. This is the clown show that they love.
There's a reason why I got a jersey with my name on it, not a player's name. Because I'm a Cowboys fan. That's my bottom line. Because I know I can wear this jersey forever.
I respect that, Loyal.
I can't wear I got Zeke Elliott's jersey because he's retired at Cowboy and he's Ohio State, so that's why I got that. But I'm just saying in general, I can't get a jersey for a player that got traded. But I can wear this forever. That's why my heart is. Not with Jerry Jones, with the Cowboys.
Hey, listen,
Leo, you know what else you're going to respect?
What's that?
Foot up ass week 1.
Oh!
Boots. Here's my thing about I know Scott came on, he's still here or not. We know the NFL and these owners had done a great job convincing the public that it's all players' fault. Everything.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
They have done a great job of doing that. And then because Micah Parsons is louder or wants to do what he wants to do and get talking controversy, the owners do the same thing. We are a bit like that because they don't want to pay. If you look at the NFL and what the check, they got $430 million from the networks. That ain't including, like I said on Game Time, they ain't including the concession stand. Mm-hmm. They ain't including the ticket sales or the parking. They get all this money.
Or the gambling.
And like that. So they don't, like I said before, they don't care about the players. The deal's going to get done. And Michael says, hey, I want to be traded. Your agent is telling you to say these things to put pressure on the ownership. That's all this is about.
Right, it's the ego battle.
Agent is your talking piece. He's the one going to advise you to say this and say that. That's why you have that's like in your court. You need a lawyer. Lawyer says, shut the fuck up. I'll do the talking for you. That's how it is. So we need to stop thinking that it's all Micah's fault. It's the agent. Micah's got out of turn. He went and say, hey, I don't care if I'm the highest paid. You should be. You should want that. For your family and their family and their family.
Most people are anti Jerry and Steven. Most people.
I don't know too many people that are not family of Jerry Jones that say, "Oh, I just love what Jerry Jones is doing." I think 99.9% of Cowboy fans can't stand Jerry and Stephen Jones.
No, Mark. What I'm saying, they had done. I'm saying overall in the league, when they go when the first strike, the NFL had that first strike, they was blaming the public was blaming the players. Then they had that other strike. They were blaming the players. They always blame the players because they think the players make too much money to
They
go on
always
strike.
act like, and that's what
They
Jerry
always
Jones is
say
doing
that.
now. It's the same thing. We're basically saying Micah is greedy in the same way. Dak's got to understand they need to keep, some more of the pie for everybody else. Or if you're a Cowboy, you can get other
what
work.
pie? So the owner should get. So the owner makes over $1 billion. They make billions and billions of dollars each year, and it should save the pie. What pie? They are the pie.
But Jerry gives his players more than anybody. He gets taken to the cleaners every time. So he's paying his players. They just want it on their turntable.
Hold
But
up.
this doesn't come out of their own pocket. It comes out of the salary cap.
There's what percentage you think that he paying his players? What percentage you think the owner makes that he get his players just as much? He ain't getting 50% of his share.
But there's a salary cap, Momo.
There's a salary cap.
That's the thing. There's a salary cap. If Jerry Jones could pay players out of his own pocket,
league.
I mean, I don't think too many people could argue
not
that.
a
But it's a salary cap. Every team has a salary cap.
It's not a players league.
This is an owners league, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change.
It's not going to change unless they go on strike on the Super Bowl the week before Super Bowl. That's the only time you go get their attention.
We at the Philadelphia Eagles delegation select that you should pay Micah Parsons. We at the Philadelphia Eagles delegation select that you should pay Terry McLaurin.
Delegation that it takes more than one person to be a delegation.
We think you should pay him.
Go ahead and pay him.
Yeah.
Okay. Since you said that, I think the Washington Commanders delegation.
Nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares what you think.
That Leo and
nobody cares what you think.
Third place.
Nobody cares. Everyone knows you're crazy with that one. Momo, you don't know better. It's okay.
Well, okay.
It's okay.
It's gonna be all right. Football is almost here. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this.
That's what y'all tell yourselves.
We all got cabin fever and ready for football. I know.
We done seen this. We done seen this before every year. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna be all right.
Leo,
see it every year. Yes,
we
sir. Yes, sir.
Be all right, Mark. We're gonna be all right.
You guys, you Eagles have had a couple good years here, but y'all talk about our 30-year dry streak. Y'all had about a 100-year dry streak. So don't talk too loud because it could come back. It could be dry again.
Scott, that's not the flex you think it is. It doesn't work.
No,
sorry.
It's not a flex. I'm just trying to. You said you were going to be insufferable.
This is it. Yeah, that's what you have to tell yourselves. I know people that's looking at I know Cowboy fans that's looking at Madden ratings to feel better. That's where y'all at right now.
Well, that's in a couple of years when the bill comes due for all the money you've been spending. We'll see.
Yeah.
You mean like when we broke the record for taking dead money cap hit so that we could pay Jalen? See, it's not like you talk as if we've never been in this position before and actually had to deal with it. And we did. We broke the record. And as a matter of fact, y'all teased us about it.
That's because the Eagles set up their contracts, they backloaded, and the salary cap catches up and they eat it all with that money they gained from the salary cap.
Sounds like a smart move to make when you got AJ sold up. We got AJ sold up. We got Devontae sold up. We got Dallas Goedert sold up. We got our whole front line sold up. We got our defensive line sold up. We got our quarterback sold up. We got our running back sold up. Sounds to me like a recipe for success.
You don't have Carter sold up. You don't have Carter.
We don't have. Yes, we do. He's sold up. He's sold up this year and next year.
Oh, I know
He's still
that,
on his rookie contract.
He hasn't signed his next contract. What I'm saying.
So right now, as of today, he's sold up. You can't say that about Micah.
I have another question for you. You talk about our coach, and we really don't know what we have. I'll be honest with you. We don't know what we got. I like our coach. No, I'm saying I like our coach. Mm-hmm. But 2 years ago, when y'all had the biggest collapse, when you lost 7 out of 8 games, and your fan base was ready to destroy Sirianni, and then y'all made the move to get Barkley last year, and all of a sudden he's a great coach again.
And you was ready to fire Howie a few years ago.
So why is it we can't do the same thing that y'all do? That's what I want to know.
That's you know what, Randy? I think that is an excellent question. I really do. The problem is that you are asking the wrong person. Okay, first and foremost, with the state of the current Dallas Cowboys, Dallas hostages, you are in no position to be asking the Philadelphia Eagles or even talking shit to the Philadelphia Eagles when your house is so dirty. Y'all got to clean your house up. Y'all not at that stage. Y'all not at that level. That's where
are you so arrogant that you believe all of that?
Yes, he is.
You know what? Yes.
How do we as fans
evidence speaks for itself?
Give us
evidence
an
speaks
example
for itself, Your
on
Honor.
how we as
God
fans
help
can
you
fix that.
if y'all
The
if we win
evidence
the Super
speaks
Bowl,
for itself, Your Honor.
Okay.
If we win the Super Bowl, God help you.
If another hypothetical in theory,
Well, if
here
y'all
we go.
do,
Another hypothetical in theory.
Y'all ain't won nothing this year.
Another hypothetical in theory. If
all right, when
what
CeeDee
if
Lamb and George Pickens goes to your ass week 1,
both ways,
bombs away, and they blow you out, don't say nothing, Leo.
You know what it's going to be, Mark. It's going to be the Eagles fans are going to say the Cowboys are going to lose week 1, and then the Cowboys are going to win week 1, and then the Eagles fans will come in and say,
well, it doesn't matter because it's not playoffs.
Week 1 win.
No, they'll start talking about we hadn't won no playoff games is what they'll start saying. That's what we said.
Is that true?
No, we made
That's what'll come up if we're doing good.
Is that true?
Have
y'all won playoff games? Is that true?
Have you had a Super Bowl
If I'm
before
not mistaken, the
2017?
Cowboys, I could be wrong, Cowboys still hold the record in the NFL for most
Let
playoff
me
wins.
say
Super Bowl
shout
era,
out
but
to the
it's,
over 300 people in here that are watching this train
Did you have a
crash.
Super Bowl before
Go look it
2017,
up.
Leo?
Go look it up.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
I
saying,
have
like
lost
right now,
control of this thing.
whatever you all need to tell yourselves to feel better about your situation, fine. Just recognize you're talking to the
I'm
Super.
not
You're talking to the
worried
champions.
about. Okay, you're the Super Bowl
Y'all
champ. I
gonna
ain't
get
worried about the
smashed week
Eagles,
1.
bro. I ain't worried about the Eagles because
The
I've seen
2024-25
years. I have
Super Bowl
seen years
champions,
where
yes.
y'all have beaten us,
But not
and I
this
have
year, not the
seen
You
years
saw
where
it last year.
2024
in person.
Look, I know, but Leo, I've also seen the year y'all went to the Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts the first time. I saw the Cowboys like 40 burger y'all do. So don't sit here and say the
Wait a minute,
Cowboys can't beat y'all.
you saw the Cowboys
Don't
40
sit
burger
here.
us the year we went to a Super Bowl. Do you hear how ridiculous that statement
The year
sounds?
after.
No,
It's not the flex.
Leo, I'm not worried about your team as far as head to head. I've seen the Cowboys beat the shit out of y'all too many
And
times.
that's part of your problem. That's part of your problem, Walker. You still think that you're on the same level as us, and you're not. You're not. Your quarterback reigned over a third of the 30 years. Come on. And that tactic that Jerry tried, go pull up the Tony Romo film and listen to what Jerry, because Jerry did the same thing to Tony Romo with Bill Parcells. He did the same thing. Put him in a room. He sat a chair in front of him. Bill Parcells sat on the other side of him, and they both said, "You're gonna sign this contract." And Romo was like, okay, and did it.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He backed out of it,
Go pull
walked
that.
out of the room.
Go pull that.
They said,
go pull that up.
A quarterback.
He backed out on it.
But
am I right, Wade? Am I right?
Romo's not a quarterback now. Dak is, and he routinely puts the hurt on you guys and whoops y'all's ass routinely.
I seen Romo beat shit out of the Eagles.
Yeah, but not today. Right now. Well, no, y'all gonna get smashed week 1.
There's no football right now.
All right, enjoy it while you can.
Yeah,
it's easy when you're on top, but it doesn't last forever.
Hey, come to the bird section and talk your shit too.
Luka Doncic said it. Everybody talks when they up. Everybody talking when they up.
Yes.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
So that way you can have more access. You can have unabated access to me. If you want to talk your talk, you can have unabated access to me. Okay, and I'll still be here. Mark knows I'm already on.
To say your fans are violent.
Hey, Scott, check this out. I'm on the hook. I'm on the hook with the Joe Boo Sports Report. You guys realize that I'm on the hook. All right. There's video evidence. Mark recorded it.
All right.
But what does that have to do with fans like to beat
shout
up
out
people?
to let me get 30 Sanchez. You seem to think your team is overshadowing the Cowboys, but you're not. You're still the low man on the totem pole. Ooh.
Yeah, I think you missed a super chat too, Mark, before that. Way before that.
Okay. I'm
Bobby
sorry.
B.
Leo's blovating that it's literally burning my eyes. I just can't keep up. Who did I miss? Boy, it must be way back there.
Yeah.
Bobby Beninsky. I think
Sorry about that,
Momo's
y'all.
the smartest one in here, and I'm retarded. Damn, Bobby Beninsky. Okay.
I am very intelligent, so you know, like, if you retarded, I have a place where you could go and get that fixed.
Dallas.
Okay. All right.
Momo's
So anybody not named
school.
Leo have anything to say about what they're feeling with the team and stuff? Because what's happening in practice is being overshadowed by Jerry and Stephen Jones and Micah Parsons.
Nothing's happening in practice. It's the Dallas Cowboys. What, you're running well?
Okay, I said anybody but Leo. Okay, now Leo,
Oh,
I get
sorry.
it.
Okay, my bad.
I get it that you are the big personality and you figure it's your show, but slow your roll down. I just asked other people who are channel members that I appreciate to get their thoughts before we get out of here. Trust and believe. Everybody's got your point. You are the big dick in the room, the big asshole, the insufferable jackass.
The man with the Burger King crown
Mission
on
accomplished.
Okay, your
worms.
mission's accomplished. Now shut the f up. Okay. Now, Cowboy fans, thank you all for being here. I'd like to get y'all's take about everything. Is this an Aaron Rodgers moment? Just relax. We'll be okay.
I'm fine.
I think so.
We'll be all right. Be all right.
I'm not gonna lose sleep.
Hey, Mark, real quick. I just got a text from Eugene. He's watching.
Okay.
And he says here's what I know. Jerry Jones doesn't give a flying fuck about any of this. He's too old and rich to move. Stubborn is his DNA. He's been getting in the way for decades now. If the Dan Snyder stuff was bad, I can't imagine how crazy the drama is in Dallas. Diabolical.
Yep.
I agree with him.
When
More
you're
hate
old
for
and rich,
all right.
you got nothing
Hate
to
for
lose.
the Cowboys
nothing
and Jerry
to fear.
Jones. Cool table. I told you. Everybody hates
And
Jerry Jones.
that's coming from a retired Baltimore Raven.
Being a fan for so many years, I've seen it in it.
Jerry Jones is a villain.
Before Jerry bought the team.
Come on
Jerry
now.
Jones is Palpatine. He's the emperor.
Yep.
He's the
Exactly.
I live
he's
here
the
in
villain.
Dallas. There is nothing new under the sun with the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones here. I'm used to it.
Member for 10 months.
He's a drama queen, but there are worse owners. There are owners that won't even build a decent facility for their freaking players. So I'm just saying, there are worse.
like the Browns, who had a Super Bowl team, but they didn't listen to Art Modell. They didn't build a stadium, but then they ended up building a stadium after their team moved to Baltimore and won the Super Bowl. You're talking about that, right? Rest in peace. But yeah.
No, he moved. Oh, but also remember that same owner, his daddy. He moved. Then he moved the team in Baltimore at nighttime, where everybody had the trucks back up and moved it.
Was that the
that was Art Modell. He moved them to
Colts,
Indianapolis.
Yeah,
the Baltimore Colts. He moved them to Indianapolis.
The original Baltimore, the Baltimore
Colts.
franchise.
Yeah, Baltimore Colts. They moved to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night. Yeah.
I was living in the area at the time.
Family, dude. That was
Loyal. He retired. Loyal. He retired like less. I think like 6 years ago, something like that. He ain't been out the league long. He's still dealing with injuries.
Who's that?
You talking about Eugene, right?
No, I was talking about the Ravens, the Browns. I was talking about the Browns selling the Ravens. Because the whole reason they moved to Baltimore is because the city of Cleveland didn't want to build a stadium, and then Baltimore went to Baltimore, and ended up winning the Super Bowl. That's what I was saying.
Oh, the Houston's owner was
talking
pretty
about
bad
owners.
too.
The 2000. You're talking about the 2000 Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yep. I wasn't talking about. No, I wasn't talking about that.
Hey, I just want to. Hey, Laurel. You know how Shannon Sharp got sued and he settled, and now he got.
Because I got one, Sugar Daddy.
And he didn't check the facts of the lawsuit. That's how I see the Eagles. Eagles up here. They like Shannon Sharp. They slowly going down. They gonna slow go down. Go down. They gonna go down. Then they'll be who they are, who we know who they really are.
Hey, Mark.
A third place, fourth place team.
Scott
Yep. That's what you'll be, Momo. Third place.
No, we not, Chris.
All right, let's Scott O get a word in here.
If we I was just saying, Chris, if we 4-0 to start the season, what you gonna say?
We don't agree with Momo, Leo.
We're gonna say y'all gonna be
Philly probably
13.
winning the division, us probably behind them, and then probably you guys. Or probably even.
Have you seen our schedule?
Joe made sure he slid that disclaimer in there quick.
I don't agree with them. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Okay, and then when we 7-0, I don't want to hear no complaints. If we 7-0, you think Leo insufferable?
You're losing week 1 to the Giants,
dude. If you go 7-0, I'll send you a pizza. I'll freaking airmail.
Okay, it has to be my local area, and I like a certain pizzeria that's really good here. Not that fast food Domino's and Pizza Hut and Papa John's BS.
Yeah,
go to.
Okay.
We'll figure that out.
We're coming down the home stretch, so I can get out of here. Scott,
so you ain't going to say goodbye to everybody because I got to take off
for another 2 hours. Mark.
Okay. Scott's got to take off. Hold up. So shut up for a second.
Hey, have a good week, guys. I'll talk to y'all later.
See you, Scott.
Right.
Good to have you in here, bud.
Even Leo, have a good week, Leo.
Even Leo,
you
have
too,
a good
man.
week.
Be safe on that road.
We'll do, buddy.
All right.
I'm just going to say this one thing, and then I have to get dinner started. I'm just sitting back. I don't worry about anything that's going on in Dallas right now. It's not worth it for me to worry about it. They're going to do what they're going to do. I have no control over it. So
that's the truth, Ruth.
That's the way I do. If I were to stress about it, I wouldn't get nothing done.
Exactly.
Well, hey, I'll be real with you. What you have to understand about what just happened, that bomb that they dropped off, the amount of views that people are getting, including myself, is something to talk about in an off season and a season that's been rather quiet. And I almost feel like Jerry Jones, it was easy because CeeDee Lamb wasn't there, that he really decided, let's really stir this shit up here. Let me go ahead and, let me go ahead and try and get underneath Micah Parsons' skin a little bit here and see if I can get him to react so we can get a reaction and have the internet blow up. And that's exactly what he's done. And you see he's enjoying it. He ain't worried about a damn thing. Eugene
you did say court of
right.
public opinion.
Yeah.
You did say it was all about the court of public opinion, and it seems like that's the way it's being played out.
When was the last time somebody was on Jerry Jones' side? I mean, remember, it was the season before he was talking about all in and did absolutely nothing, and then we're going to do more with less. Ain't nobody been on Jerry Jones' side in forever.
I mean,
guys, let me go ahead and watch this rest of the SummerSlam, see what's going on.
See you, Momo.
We're talking
later,
about
Momo, holding you up in prayers.
Later.
Yeah,
brother.
We're talking about a man in Jerry Jones who dropped merch during the Ezekiel Elliott contract negotiation.
Exactly.
Yeah. Zeke who, that's who, I remember
Zeke who,
so he really don't care about this. He loves this. So
in other words, don't be surprised if the Cowboy shop starts selling Trade Me Micah shirts.
Yeah, probably.
You know what, Mark? They've stolen from you before.
Oh, boy.
We're going to put Lion in the Cage shirts.
You see me wearing the free Micah shirt right here. Okay.
Is that the one you gave him? Is that what it is? The one you gave him, is that what it looks like?
That's exactly the exact same one. I was saying, actually, in my morning video, I said it would be great if you showed up in practice wearing that one.
Good night, everybody. I'll see y'all later.
All right. Somebody in the organization is paying attention to this channel, and they've already proven that with your chicken idea. I would not be surprised if you see the free Micah Parsons shirts coming up.
Oh no, you got it on.
Well,
I mean, I'm saying, like,
Mark, you need to trademark that.
There you go.
if Micah shows up to practice, Mark, listen, if Micah ends up showing up to practice wearing the free Micah T-shirt, it would be the equivalent to when Eminem went up on a stage at the Grammys or the American Music Awards wearing a free Yayo T-shirt.
Yep, it would be,
and
it would be.
That was huge.
Yep.
Okay, so the potential is there, and considering what is actually happening, it would actually be an appropriate item to have right now.
It would be,
if you ask
but it's not going to happen.
If he does, you better get the printers ready because this.
Yeah. Thank you, Derek. That's what I'm. Thank you, Derek.
Well,
that's what I'm trying to say.
I got Miss Tracy ready to go to her sweatshop. Okay. Get to work, woman.
Yeah. You know what, Mark? You should actually market that on the channel.
Yeah.
Hit me up for the free Micah shirts.
Yeah.
I mean, hit me, tell them you probably sell some.
Dirty Sanchez is a double winner. He's winning 2 in a row here. And Dirty Sanchez, he said, I'm not too much for emails. He said, here's my phone number. I'm scared to call Dirty Sanchez.
But on a serious note, for everybody that's on here in the chat, I mean, this is football, man. I mean, we don't have to make personal strikes at anybody, because we're all people at the end of the day.
Yeah, Leo.
We don't know. Cowboys could stink. Eagles will stink. Might stink. Washington might stink. We don't know.
Yeah,
we can sit
Leo.
here and talk our smack, but just please don't make it personal.
Yeah, Leo.
Call for
it. You know what? The worst season in the world would be if the Giants win the division.
That would be.
They could.
That would be.
They could.
We ain't even talking about
We could be
that.
here talking all this smack, and the Giants is not saying anything, and they could be
right. And
Jesse always says they're in the weeds. They're waiting in the weeds.
Yeah, they could do a Seth Rollins and come out and curb stomp all of us after we're fighting each other, like it did at SummerSlam last night, and win.
Wouldn't it be something if it was
saying.
like the 2020 season and Washington won, and like everybody else was just ass?
Yeah, they called us the NFC Least at that time.
Yeah.
Now we're the NFC East.
So
And
we
all
haven't
of our
had a
teams could
repeat
suck.
champion.
I mean, another division in the NFC could go to the Super Bowl. We
We
don't
haven't
know.
had a repeat champion in a long time. Are we sure that's going to happen this year?
Man,
the Bears,
playoffs
anybody.
is canceled for all 3 of y'all. The playoffs are canceled for y'all. Okay.
I wouldn't say that.
It's
The NFC East gets a lot of wild.
Maybe the Eagles
teams.
too. You guys got bragging rights. You're the defending champs.
And we had nobody, but we had
nobody
nobody requesting a trade. We have we don't have none of that stuff going on. So
you guys are having good no off-season stories. That's good.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The end of the day, you're a target. You're a target though. Every team in the NFL is targeting you now.
Every team.
Yes, because
you're
not the predator anymore. You're the prey.
Yeah,
well,
exactly.
You know what? And that might be the mistake
like Kansas
that
City was last year.
Because if you listen to the guys on the team, they don't even want no talk of defending anything. Jordan Mailata was like, "We're not defending shit. We're going after the Super Bowl like every other team."
Which I respected.
So the team has moved on, but I guess the fan base is still.
Because that's what we get. That's the perks of winning when you're part of the fan base that won the Super Bowl. The perks is you get to talk the shit that you want, which is exactly what I'm doing.
But
listen,
Kansas City fans stopped at before the season started. Once the season started last year, they stopped.
Yeah, but Kansas City. Did you see that ass whooping Pat took in the Super Bowl? He got his ass kicked.
No, I'm talking about after they won the Super Bowl. I'm talking about when the season started. They stopped. Their fan base did.
No, because remember, Patrick Mahomes. First of all, they made a whole movie. They made a whole movie for the whole season. They started off wearing those. Remember those T-shirts? 0 sacks. Remember that? That was the beginning. That's what they started. They was at the parade with that. Patrick Mahomes was at the parade talking about, we're going for the third one, first time ever in history. Blah 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 blah. No, they didn't, Derek. No, they didn't.
I'm talking about
you
the
just
fans.
wasn't paying no mind.
I'm talking about once the season started. I know during the off season, you got a right to brag about your Super Bowl during the off season. I'm talking about once the season started.
Yeah, they were still talking. Yeah, they were still talking.
The fan
you know what I'm saying? Derek, I literally was in Kansas City and they was they trust me, they talk like y'all. Y'all talk like as if y'all won the Super Bowl like they did.
Do you know
I'm telling you.
Do you understand how hard it is to be a Cowboys fan?
You know what?
Do you know how hard it is to be a Cowboy fan? No, I'm talking about every time something happens with the Cowboys, every time we lose, 31 other franchises are happy. 31 other fan bases are happy. No other team can say that.
Facts. We're the rich kids that everybody wants to be.
No other team can say that. I remember walking in, those 3, 8, and 8 years. I remember walking into work after one of those games, and a Browns fan was sitting there laughing at me. And I'm like, your team won 4 games this year. What are you talking about? But he was happy that he was more happy that the Cowboys didn't make the playoffs than he was if his team made the playoffs. It's crazy. It's hard to be a Cowboys fan. You ever go on Twitter after the Cowboys lose and you see 50,000 memes ready. They make those memes before the game, hoping the Cowboys lose. No other franchise, no other team faces that.
Cry me a river, because when you pray for rain, you gotta deal with the mud. You play big games.
I'm just saying it's hard to be a Cowboys fan. So when you sit here and get on us about being for our team, that's the hardest thing to do. It's the hardest fan team to root for.
Hold on, Derek. I want to make sure we're clear about something. I am not getting on you about being for your team. What I am getting on you about is one, being unrealistic about your situational awareness, and 2, accountability.
I know
you guys are not holding your the front office to accountable for what it's doing. In fact, y'all start eating up each other, and then y'all start turning on the players.
But me as a Cowboys fan, I'm going to be for this team because 31 other teams are against us. I'm not adding on to that. I'm gonna be on this team. I'm gonna be.
You're not the only one who has.
No matter what,
31 teams are against us too. You act like what fan base other than the Philadelphia Eagles is actually rooting for the Philadelphia Eagles?
But I'm saying the Chargers fans do not get happy and celebrate when the Eagles lose. But the Chargers fans celebrate when the Cowboys lose.
You know why the Chargers fans don't get unhappy and celebrate when we lose? Is because that's a very difficult thing to do when we go up into your house and smash the shit out of you. Saquon ran for over 500 yards twice against them. I mean, for 500 yards in 2 games last year.
It doesn't matter, Leo. Like, it doesn't matter if we just beat that team last week. If we lose this week and the team we beat last week, we'll celebrate our loss. That doesn't matter when you're a Cowboy fan.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. It doesn't matter. All that doesn't matter. We just beat this team. They don't care.
So you think, in your mind, you think that when other teams win, like the Eagles, when we win, you think more people don't care about that than they do when the Dallas Cowboys lose?
Yeah, I guarantee you 31 teams, 31 franchises celebrate when the Cowboys lose.
Yep.
31 franchises celebrate when the Eagles lose. You know, like you're no different of a boat than what we're in.
I go on Twitter after the Eagles lose, then go on Twitter after the Cowboys lose. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. It's not just Eagles, Commanders, and Giants fans celebrate.
Well, here's the thing. You guys are so far removed from having won a Super Bowl or even gone far in the playoffs that you're now under the impression that it's all about you. And even when you lose, it's still all about the Cowboys. No, it's not.
All right. With that being said, Leo got the last word in here. We got to end this thing. We're way over.
I forgot about that.
Okay. Crypto Milo, Micah Parson is a Como, and that's a fact.
Yeah,
Facts, Philly 500. Facts, Philly 500.
I want to see the look on Leo's face when the Dallas Cowboys win that first game. So
you want to see the look on Leo's face when the Dallas Cowboys do what?
Win that first game.
Okay. Because that's your Super Bowl right there, the first game.
That's it. Okay. We're done. We're done.
I told you what was going to happen.
Listen, we're turning out the lights on Leo. Get out, Leo.
That's what they're going to do.
The party's over. They say that all.
The hell?
Good
we ain't going bars deep today.
Take it easy.
All right, Laurel. Yep.
Have a good one. Damn. Leo.
Hey, I just wanted to stir things up. That's all.
Oh, you just want to stir things up. Oh.